Welcome to the stream, everybody, to the Watchers. With our 1 week hiatus, it's good to be back. Yeah, this is episode 34. This is a D&D game played with good friends of mine in my world of Valeria. We have some small announcements as usual. D&D Beyond extension is coming soon.
Did you say it's episode 34?
54. I meant to say 54. Sorry if I said 34. Diddly-doo. We have a gear list in the video bio on Twitch just below the Twitch video that you're watching right now. Any equipment that you buy on this list, we will get a direct kind of small commission from, as we are an Amazon affiliate. We also have a physical wish list that will help us with our studio when we get back up and running doing role play games again, starting next year. Also, we can get 18 subs tonight. We will have a dice giveaway, Valkyrie-RPG.co.uk's Niflheim and Taris. And on top of that, it's September, which means you get half off on all of your subscriptions. Right?
What?
So, I mean, I don't know what more you need, really. You get free subscriptions, you're getting half off subscriptions, you're getting everything in September, right? So, get your friends. You can sub for £2.50, well, about £1.90, £1.80, right? So, like, a coffee.
Be fitty.
Right? It's easy. I think we're at about 12 subs at the moment.
It's a Spoon's coffee. That's not even Costa.
Yeah. And finally, we have a Discord specifically for the Watchers, where you can share your D&D stories and share your fan art. Her name is Ezra, and you can basically ask her to do anything. She will share the database with you. You can make a random character in it, which is really, really good. By the way, I keep trying to promote that because it is very good. It gives you ideas rather than just throwing a straight up backstory at you. It just gives you ideas for a backstory, like the basis of a backstory, and then you can build from it. Yeah, you can. I've already said you can play D&D through her. Yeah, you can do everything. Cast spells, all that kind of stuff.
Remember, ask questions.
It just says on here the video is unavailable. Error. I don't see the stream.
You don't see the stream.
I don't see the stream.
Do not know any way.
Yeah, it's live for me.
Oh, is it me then?
56k.
Hello?
I'm so sorry. It was me. It was my dial-up, and I didn't see the stream. I apologise for living in 1994.
And yeah, we're going to get straight into player introductions for some finalizations. So, she doesn't like milkshake, but would be incredibly annoyed to find boys in her yard. It's Eminari. Sorry, I messed that up.
I was a tongue twister that one.
I love if that was written as like.
It rhymes with spade. It's Cade.
Yes.
He's still wearing that damn crown. It's Valorin.
Hey.
And Sylvia cannot make it today. She has work commitments, but she might be able to join us later on. Yeah. So first of all, Dan.
Yes?
You have some things to announce. Big things.
It is my birthday in November, and we have a Kickstarter running.
What's that Kickstarter for, Dan?
A dice box. You're gonna make it. I'm going to start coughing in a minute. Richard will have to finish it off. It is for a dice box. Dice throne box. It has spaces in there to seat your dice in their own thrones. And there are a few different versions. I'll tell you, I am not self-promoting. Throw me in the deep end.
They're
like
really
this.
good, and they're handmade.
They are amazing.
And you get many. You can get many choices right now. Well, Dan and the gang are trying to get beyond their threshold to get like walnut, sapele wood, what other woods, Dan?
Ash.
Ashwood.
We've been looking at other exotic woods, but wow, they're expensive.
Right.
If you ever get an ancient oak,
ancient European oak.
we've got modern European oak, but no, we're struggling with the ancient.
I'm really looking at ancient right now.
But yeah, go check these boxes out, because they basically house everything you need. Your minis, your multiple dice sets. They give you dice to roll in. You can slot your tablets in them, right? So, or your phones, so they can hold up while you're playing D&D Beyond on your D&D Beyond, and then it all folds up into one kind of thing, so you don't lose any of that stuff. Yeah, they're just perfect for just every day. It's just a perfect accessory, and cheap as well. Like you can get
yeah.
like the lowest tier is £20. You're not going to find a cheaper dice tray of this quality at that price, right? And they will. Shut up, Dan. Right? Don't you scowl at me, right? And at this point, it's looking right. You can actually. It's looking like you'll be able to actually ship these before Christmas this year.
That's the plan.
Yep.
We think we get 150 of them out the door for Christmas.
So if you want, you can get the multiple tiers, right? So you can get multiple ones for your friends and family. Okay, there you go, Dan. I did it.
Well, I wish Kickstarter made it nice and easy for you to do that, but no, you have to hack the damn thing to be able to buy more than one. It's
Hacker Dan.
ridiculous.
Okay, yeah. So go visit that URL that I have spammed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in chat. And yeah, give what I mean. You don't even have to. You don't even have to give if you've already have a really favorite dice box. You just give a little bit and yeah, just help out. Give what you need. All right. So, any other announcements for anybody else?
Richard.
There's these things that I've been working on recently. These dice boxes.
Oh yeah. What are they called?
Like,
what are they called?
They're dice thrones.
Okay. What's going on with dice thrones? Like, have they got like some kind of?
There's this Kickstarter that we can do.
Yeah. You
can go and have a look at it. I think you've put the link in. Oh, fucking get on with it.
I'd also like to announce that one of my friends has got this Kickstarter for these dice boxes.
Yeah. Well, tell us more about it.
And they're incredible. I mean, you'll never lose a D20 again.
What kind of magnets do they use?
Unless you drop the box.
What kind of what?
What kind of magnets do they use in these boxes? It's rare earth metals. Rare earth metal magnets.
But yeah, they've got all the good wood.
All the good woods.
Go to Dan. He's got all the good wood.
No, because Dan is all for promoting himself. Don't go to him.
No, just go to him for the wood.
You want good wood.
Dan, you got anything else that you want to promote? Maybe throne boxes?
I'll be honest. We have too much work to do. I can't promote anymore.
They make tables as well.
And they make tables.
They all look really, really chuffing good.
I don't know what's happened because obviously lockdown happened. Everyone's jobs got frozen, but then all of a sudden everybody started ordering stuff. It's gone a bit crazy. Yeah.
Everybody got all their self-employed grants.
It's even
basically if you've got nowhere nice to place your dice box, they do some really good tables that they can sit on really well, and they never fall off or anything.
We do need to try and work out a way to attach these to the tables. That's the next thing.
Literally just about to say that.
Also, on the market...
Literally about to message you like...
On the market, cheapest luxury gaming tables that you will see on the market. Okay.
Just incredible.
And bespoke as well, so you can
cheap
actually...
gaming table,
you can actually,
go to Argos.
You can actually design them yourself. And they will make them for you, like the way you want. Just send Dan and Ben an email, and they'll sort you out.
More good, bigger.
Don't worry, it'll come to me. You don't have to deal with Ben.
Okay. Why? Ben's
that?
lovely.
Can't read it.
How's Ben's
Ben's
promotion?
cool.
Ben's promotion is accidentally opening messages on the Facebook Messenger page and then telling me, oh, by the way, I opened that message. So I don't get the notification. The guy who sent the message waits a week and then sends me another message saying, are you ignoring us? I'm like, who are you?
How's my table going, Dan?
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, anyway, we're here for a game of D&D.
Yes, we're here for a game.
But also, there's Dice Thrones and Nat 20 tables.
What are they?
That you should check out in that link below. The video in the chat that I've spammed 7 times. You should all press the link right now. Press it and just have a look. Trigger warnings. This is a high fantasy, gritty and dark world. It gleams throughout, but living in Alaria is not easy. We will be tackling distressing subjects throughout this campaign. You guys are still level 11 at the moment. The month is Nightal, the drawing down, the 17th day. It has been 34 days since this journey began. There's a lot of stuff in the Caden Air Treasury. your inn and your southeast barbican are complete. The southwest barbican has had a little bit of work on it, and the northwest barbican has not been worked on yet. And your wage for your folks goes out in 13 days. Lolth is predicted to be gestating for about 10 day, and right now it's day 7, counting down. And as you are above ground right now, well, actually very, very, very above ground at the moment in a mountain, you know that it's about 6 p.m. at the moment. Okay?
I know.
So, when last we met our heroes, episode 54. The party met Cobble, a cleric of Mithril Hall and cheerful individual, who escorted all of you through the traps of the Mithril Hall maze until you reached Mithril Hall proper. In here, you had a lore dump and also needed to rest as you had been up most of the night. In the night, you were it was during the day. During that day, during lunchtime, you were attacked by a Shadow Blade, an elite member of the Menzo Barenza's military, who actually killed Valorant during this attack. Eminari and the party managed to bring him back, knowing that next time it won't be as easy. Late afternoon came after a full rest, and you all had a look around Menzo after telling the guard about the Shadow Blade and kind of asking them questions about it. And they said that they'd had some problems that they thought that they had caught, but clearly not. You met Canterbury and Regis, old friends of Dritz Duerden, then went outside of the mountain. You were in to look over the entirety of the Deerwood, seeing Cadenea below, and managed to contact Dritz. He flew up and met back with his friends. Then accompanied the party to Dagner Waybeard, a seasoned general of Mithril Hall, who said he had a job for them before the eventual battle is to come. And he asked you to seek out a Dao that's been causing havoc in the gorge. His voice echoes through the hall you're in, and he looks at you with a smile. It is roughly late afternoon, so yeah, as I say, about 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Hang on. So I was just rated. Laura! Welcome to the stream! Small type of human, please go follow the force. Small type of human, she does amazing artwork. I tried to get her in a game this Sunday, but she has responsibilities. Please go follow. No, it's fine. Actually, does this still work? Type of human. It does. That's just chatting. Okay. I hope you're okay, Lara. Yes. So it is roughly late afternoon at the moment, and there's shuffle of feet behind you, reminding yourselves that Canterbury and Regis are still here. The game is yours.
Before we start, can we just like imaginary huddle and be huddle. Right, guys, we're not going to kill Lauren while she's absent.
Not Sylvia.
So, yeah, it's Sylvia.
Oh, do I have to put the ominous music on? 1 second. There we go.
Can nobody please die until I get another diamond at least? You know, I'm without res material, so everybody stay alive.
Should have saved the last one.
So you're in Mithril Hall, which is pretty clearly it used to be a Mithril mine. You've been told this as well. So you imagine they might have come across other rare materials like that before, so might be worth your time looking around and see what you can find here if you want to get some diamonds.
Yes, I'm going to.
But yeah, Dagner is going to look at you guys, and you can still hear the hum of that song that's continuing to bellow through the halls of Mithril Hall, the corridors of Mithril Hall. But yeah, he looks at you and just says, "Well, can you help us with this Dal problem we've been having?" It's
What's a Dao?
Sir, well, from what my scholar's been saying to me, a Dao is an earth elemental of sorts. Though some people said it's a genie as well. Strange.
Possibly a genie. Oh, we're very happy to help. We're very happy to help in this. We will do absolutely everything we can.
Thank you. It's a bit, it's a bit suspicious for the dwarven folk here, so they don't want to get involved. Plus, last time we tried to dig down deeper, we didn't find things we liked, so we just stayed where we were with the Mithril Hall. So yeah, just find out what they're doing. And again, if you need to terminate, do so. They just need to be gone.
They?
Yeah, they.
Or the Dow, just
Multiples, or is it just?
Well,
the
I
one?
don't know. We just know it's a Dow, just the way she's actually, because it's a female Dow. We can hear her screams. She seems to be upset in some way. We hear her screams in the night. It's kind of scary, to be honest.
Is it essential that we eliminate in regards to death? But if we could possibly solve her issue, or
well, I mean that's down to you, really. I don't mind how you do it. She doesn't really do anything for the hall itself. Just causes unneeded mayhem as she just tosses rocks up from the gorge. It's purely up to you how you want to approach this.
So it sounds like she may not be one that would move on happily.
Aye. And now, unfortunately, we don't have any way to get down the gorge, so you'd have to make your way down there yourself. The gorge is about 250 feet deep, and roughly at the bottom is about 15-20 feet across, depending on where you are.
Okay. Do you know, before we go deal with this issue, do you know anywhere where I could purchase a diamond?
Or find a diamond.
Or find a diamond?
I mean, yeah, you could try and dig if you want, love, but probably won't find one.
I'd prefer not to.
Wacko might have one.
Wacko.
Wacko,
okay, yeah.
Braun, Anvil, he might have one. He's our weaponsmith, and he uses a lot of them in his gems and... Sorry, in his weapons. He uses gems in his weapons and that, so you might be able to help.
Well, we definitely need to pay him a visit before we go deal with any Dow.
Right.
I have friends that like to die a lot, I need to keep them.
Some of us have a penchant for falling over,
Dritz,
I think they're in competition of who can die the most. I'm pretty sure about that.
Dritz is going to look at Cade and go, I have already witnessed this myself. I brought this one back from what was almost certain death. You need to be more careful.
Yes.
Hey, it was...
Yes, Cade, it's all you.
I almost got raped. I'm not...
Oh my
Still
God.
not talking about it.
Have I not? Hang on 1 second. Pause. I'm so bad. It's done it again.
Go down. Tell us what. I've heard you got a Kickstarter done. What's that about?
I heard you make tables. How's that going?
I don't.
Weird.
Ben does.
Yes, you do.
I just take the credit. I have 2 whole days in the workshop on my own this week. Should be fun.
I'm wondering if my phone is just not liking links, because I did add it. It's just being a butt. Thank you, Sherry, for letting me know. Okay, also I'm gonna post this a couple more times.
Yeah, are there any diamonds just like in the wall that we can see? Just like
I mean, there's no diamonds just nearby the wall for. Well, you're in the main barracks at the moment. One of the fortress barracks, which is made out of the rock. But you would imagine they wouldn't just keep diamonds in the wall.
If you smell.
If I got a certain kind of pickaxe and I went down and down and down, I just think I might hit some. Again,
if you want to start mining, probably go to Wacko, because he's our weapons smith.
Well, yeah, I'll go to Wacko.
He's cousins with Pac-Man.
It's Wacko's modern life.
Where will we find Wacko?
Okay, that's a good question, actually. Let me get my map up.
Walk up.
One of the Animaniacs called Wacko as well.
It's Wacko, but he's saying it. Yeah.
I have to sing the tune to find out what the names are. That's terrible.
So he's by the West Furnace. We have quite a few, but he's the westernmost furnace, which is
Which way is north? Or inside?
Yeah. Dritz is gonna say that where you came from, you know, where you went to the balcony that was hanging out of the fortress. That would have been west.
That's west. Yeah.
So yeah, so you'd have an idea of where you're going. So he will give you directions on where you need to be. So do you have it? No, I just dungeon master this game. I am a rare player. So he tells you that the West Furnace is where you'll find Wacko, and it gives you directions. Dritz is gonna. Why is this music? This isn't meant to be spooky.
Lord of the Rings on.
It's because of it's because of the meeting that you had earlier. Let's go on to.
I vote Valorant is the Hobbit.
Town. There we go.
Well, it should be. It's Sylvia in theory.
Yeah, but she's not here, so we're gonna have to
Picking on me.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to use Valorant's hairy feet.
So Dritz is going to venture over to Canterbury and Regis, and with you guys being nearby, he's going to say, "Well, we are going to catch up. You will see us at the just hanging around. If you need me, you know how to get hold of me. I think."
You're not going to come with us to this Dow thing.
I think you've got
7 of us would be easier, yeah, no?
I would prefer to catch up with my friends. This is kind of your job.
Okay, fine.
I think he wants to go in there a bit.
Come on, let's go kill me again.
he wants his piece.
While Regis watches.
Let's make our way over to the West Furnace and go and talk to Wacko. I think we should get some useful items from the guy.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you make your way through the tunnels of Mithril Hall.
Sylvia, come on.
Jump on Edak.
She huffs and then follows behind. You make your
Come on,
way.
Edak, she would hate that. Let's do it.
And you make your way to the furnace. Now, it's very easy to find the furnace because, I mean, the heat that's coming out of it, you just follow it. And you get there within about 2 to 3 minutes. And have any of you played Dragon Age Origins? No? Okay, I'll just describe the room then. So, it's... You would expect, just from the name The Furnace, that this is just one small furnace that's kind of in the, or just a normal blacksmith's furnace. But it's one of the huge furnaces. It's a huge chamber that has a huge kind of over like a giant kind of magma lake underneath. There's this bridge that has been like this kind of pinkish white bridge that has been built over it. At one end is the actual furnace, and at the other end is where stuff is forged. And there's like these contraptions that take the metals to and fro over this bridge, and you enter through the forge side. So you venture around, and you immediately will come up. Like, this is kind of a work area, so a dwarf, like just a gruff-looking dwarf with black tousled hair, is just going to come up to you and say, "Wait, why are you here? What are you doing?"
We're looking for Wacko.
Well, that's right. Yeah, normally they're looking for Wacko, but why are you here?
To speak to Wacko.
This is a work area. This is very dangerous. Do you understand?
Well, we weren't told that. We are just trying to find his way.
Make a persuasion check as he kind of looks you up and down.
That is 23.
23. All right, says, kind of looks you up and down and says, right, okay, you look like you can handle it. So just be careful, all right? It's very hot down in that pit. In fact, it will literally skin you. Well, you'll not be here anymore. So, but go on. He just lets you by. You go onto the forge, this huge, looks to be kind of a granite stone forge that reaches all the way up. The chimney reaches all the way up to the ceiling, which the ceiling itself comes to, at its peak, comes to maybe 80, 90 feet above you. So huge room, echoes of hammers and kind of just fire spitting below you, just echoes throughout the entire room. And you're directed to Wacko, and it's this man, this dwarf who seems to have this black cast iron gauntlet for a hand. It's not actually his hand. He's had an injury at some point, but he seems to be able to use it, animate it very, very well. And he's just grabbing huge things with it, just smashing it down onto this huge anvil, and then he's using other kind of, seems he's a spellcaster in some ways. He's using huge pieces of metal and various other tools to basically power hammer shape this metal into what he needs. He's not using his actual hand to do this. He's using magic to forge, basically. But yeah, him himself, he is tall for a dwarf, coming to about 4'12", 4'11". He is quite lithe as well. He's not wide like Dagna was. And he has straw blonde hair, which seems to be all singed so from the years. He seems to have small bald spots. And he has this magnificent triple braided beard that comes down from his chin. He's not wearing a top, and it seems like he's not used to wearing a top, as his body is singed and has pop marks of the forge on it. But he is wearing some trousers, some pants. He's wearing some thick brown leather, seems to be some kind of horse leather pants on, chaps, and thick black leather boots. And he's just, right now, he seems to be working on a longsword.
A long sword, you say?
A long sword.
Might just be happy to see you.
Should we introduce ourselves, do you think?
Go for it. And push you forward ahead.
Push you forward.
Anyway.
Go on.
Straight into the lava.
Can I stand back away from the forge and all that?
Yeah.
I don't want stuff on my stuff.
Okay, so the surface area here is quite large, as the room is quite big. So where the forge is, you have maybe, it's a semicircle, 50-meter radius towards the bridge, and then so you got quite a bit of room to maneuver around. And his anvil is right down in the center, and the forge is right behind him. But yeah, you walk over to him, and he just while he's hammering with this, what looks to be some kind of arcane hand, he just looks over to you, and then just puts this huge meaty finger up, and then seems to get about 5 more smacks into this sword, and then he just sighs, lets go of the metal, places it behind the anvil, and just says, "Hello."
Hello, are you the guy they call Wacko?
Hi, that's my name, Wacko.
Hi, we are a group of adventurers who are on a bit of a mission for General Dagna Waybeard, and he's given me your name in hopes that you could supply me with a diamond.
Oh, you've spoken to Waybeard, have you?
Yes, we have.
Have you seen him in battle? He's quite a devil. Just amazing to watch, really. And he just starts going into this small story about one time him seeing Dagna during one of the battles against the Drow, and completely ignoring you. He just seems to be lost in the story. And then he interrupts himself and says, sorry. Right, Yeah, we
You
get
ever
like,
heard
you
some
know,
great
the
stories?
dwarves in Mithril Hall, we get lost in our stories quite a lot. Sorry, apologies. So what did you need from me?
I'm looking for a diamond that's worth 300 gold pieces.
300. Okay. Well, I should have something like that. Yeah. Don't mind paying, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Just venture over the bridge with me, and yeah, we'll get you sorted.
Excellent.
So you go over this bridge. Bridge. Yeah. So you go over this bridge, and you didn't really feel it when you first came in here, like the kind of how, in every sense of the word, how awesome this is, because you're going over a magma pool right now underneath you, which is about 100 feet below you. Yeah, and all you have is this pinkish grey white stone between you and this lake. And he just starts talking. He says, "Hey, this is one of the first forges we've ever had here. It's been here since the beginning. We call it the Ever Burning Forge. And like its namesake, it has never gone out. A couple of the other ones on the east side of Mithril Hall have gone out before, especially during the wars. But yeah, this is my home. I am the leader of this forge, this furnace. The taskmaster, they would call me. Yeah, any of you, any kind of worksmiths in any way? Like, working any crafts or anything?"
Unless you count necromancy as a craft, then I don't think so.
He's just gonna look at you with mouth agape. Do you get involved in necromancy, do you?
A little bit. I've worked in soulmancy and necromancy.
He's just not gonna bother. He's just...
I mean, my friend over here, the short one, he sings. He plays a thing and sings.
Oh, so you know a
It's
little
really
bit about
I am not that short. You're like from 30 feet away. Like, I'm not short.
Well, he's taller than me.
Ah.
Quite. But only just.
Yeah. So you make your way over the bridge until you get to the actual hammer shop. And yeah, he's gonna start picking out from these buckets, which seem to just be full of stuff. He's gonna drag them out, and one of them, there's not many in there, but there's a few diamonds in these, and he's like kind of tosses them about, kind of shuffles inside. He's like, "So how many do you need of these?"
What do you think, guys? You think I should carry 2 just in case?
How much is charging? Is he wanting full price?
I need them to be worth 300 gold pieces, but
they might be worth it. But
if you can do us a deal, could you do me a good deal if I purchase 2?
So you need
Does it have to be one diamond worth 300, or can it be like a bunch of diamonds worth 300?
One diamond worth
has to be
300.
a diamond.
Yeah.
Well, I have 5 here. Actually, worth about 300.
What would you charge for the 5?
Make a bulk deal.
Mm-hmm.
You round it down to 1,200.
1,200. Any objection to me taking that money out of the 21k in the bag? Because it is technically for the group. It is to. Because I don't have.
I'll pay for the one that you used on me.
I'll take it.
That's great. Yep, 1,200 sounds absolutely perfect. I will happily pay you that.
Right, fantastic. He's actually hearing Valorant say that. He's going to say, "Oh, have you been in touch with the threads of life? Have you lost your life at some point?"
Yes.
Yeah, in the last 12 hours. If not less. How long's it been since I read you?
Half an hour.
No.
No, we slept.
Yeah, it was about
we slept,
5 hours
we walked
ago.
the thing.
Yeah, it was about 5 hours ago that happened. But he starts going, "So when you died, did you feel like you were being pulled towards someplace? Because it happened to me once. this here, and he just kind of pulls up his arm. It was one of the injuries. A big orc came in from like my left flank and just cleaved at me, chopping my arm off, and then kind of cleaving into my left torso, taking me down. But I got brought back by Cobble, actually. Have you met Cobble?
Have we met Cobble? Yes, we have met Cobble. He escorted us through the Mithril Hall. He's a short fellow.
He brought me back, but before like that happened, I felt like I was being pulled by strings.
It was like a light, yes?
Yeah. Leading towards, and I felt like I was being pulled and controlled. Just so makes you think, really. Before then, I didn't really have any kind of affiliation with gods or anything like that. But I mean, with that, I reawoken and I got in touch with Azuth, one of the. Do
you mind if I ask you how it felt when you were being pulled back?
Pulled back to the material plane.
To our realm, yeah.
It felt like it felt wrong in a way. It didn't feel like it should have happened.
Do you feel like you came back with a complete soul?
I don't know, actually. Make a wisdom check plus your proficiency.
Would I have anything to say about that?
Make it with advantage because of Valoran, yeah.
Well, we've all died here.
Yeah.
That would be 24.
So yeah, you can see him. He's looking off, trying to think about it for a moment. You see he's having maybe a little bit of not an existential crisis, but maybe a introspective kind of think, and it's kind of blowing his mind a little bit. But then as you look over him, you see that his soul is intact.
Yeah.
It is that fresh. When you look deeper into him, it's this fresh bluish white aura that's around him. But yeah, there does seem to be small fissures in it. Small pock marks. And then you look at Valoran. And you're seeing a similar situation. Small pock marks where it's something that's pulled at this viscous soul.
I was about to ask if we could see each other's.
Does Cades look like he's got teenage acne in that sense?
Cades looks like a 16th century Renaissance painting that hasn't been restored. His looks the worst for wear though. It's quite it looks worn.
Yeah, because of Eminari's past work, it's something that really intrigues her in regards to returning the soul. That's something she really wants to learn about, and how the soul, does it mend? Does it come back completely, or is there parts of it that are just not there? It's just something that really.
Yeah. So he's gonna, with that, and you're giving him a weird look. Not looking at him, just looking around him, and he's kind of looking at himself like, what? And then you look at Valoran the same way, and then Cade.
What you?
Yeah, and he's like, "Are you okay?"
I
don't know what you mean by soul, to be honest. I mean, I feel fine.
Good. That is all that matters, is absolutely how you feel. It was just a personal question. I understand that, but it's something that really, it means something to me.
Why does it mean something to you?
That is an incredibly difficult question to answer, but Mainly because I've lost somebody, and knowing that there could still be a part of their soul somewhere, that just means a lot to me. So I just want to see what happens with that.
Wait, are you saying that we have like a soul, like something?
Everybody has a soul.
Inside us?
Your soul is who you are. It's your substance. It's your person, and it's what the gods see.
Can you prove this somehow?
I don't believe right now that I could. No.
Could I? Could I
I can do it as a trick.
action my divide the spirit, but not to attack?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Try that. See what happens then. I have 3 uses of it. Okay, I'll use 1. Oh shit! Didn't know that I'd boost it up.
Yeah, you get more uses as the levels go by.
So just kind of stood at the back over here, listening in, and then whatever happens.
So you don't say anything. It just erupts after he says that.
Oh, I'll just say, oh, here's a soul that I'm attuned with. I don't know what would be the wording for it.
So he's immediately going to kind of take a half step back, but then be fascinated. And he kind of looks over the soul above your head of the priest, the warrior priest, and of Vidaire, who's also there.
2.
And he says, fascinating. I would like to study this. And he just kind of walks closer and gets a mage hand out and starts to kind of just float his hand through. Adair just, you hear inside your head, he can't hear it, but Eminari and Valoran and Sylvia would be able to hear it. You hear him say, "Hi, that tickles, please." But the warrior priest stays stout and stoic and doesn't say anything.
Very
He's
proper.
like, "Oh, fascinating. Really interesting."
I would have directed you towards my mentor, but unfortunately, I lost him. But I suggest that if you're looking for some real fulfillment and understanding of the people that we are and the people around you, that you look in and read and discover soulmancy. You'll be fulfilled by it.
Soulmancy here? That's new.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
add to the book a trick.
as you get, like, he has a wizard's brain, so this is all super interesting to him. And you can almost feel that he just wants to go to his book and start writing things down, like just immediately right now. But he says, could we perhaps use these, maybe the souls of the departed or the damaged, to help us?
I believe so. Fully believe that's possible. I mean, you have to be careful what you tamper with, but done correctly, it's absolutely, it could be one of the best things you ever do. It could really guide you and help you understand so much more.
See, I'm just I've been practicing with abjuration magics mostly, because that's all I need. Transmutation as well. Yeah, so this is very fascinating. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Maybe I can talk to Bruno, and maybe we can fit this to weapons or something. Enchant them, make them stronger somehow. Is there anything else I can do for you? By the way, he's going to return 200 gold pieces to you.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like this is probably worth the knowledge you've just given me.
yeah, they just. I hope to come back someday. Once you've had time with this and see what you discover.
Well, my name's Wacko Braun Anvil. One of the many Braun Anvils you'll see in Mithril Hall, paired with the battle hammers. So, yeah, everyone knows me. Supposedly the best smith in here, but well, best weaponsmith anyway. Come to think of it, and he's going to look at Cade and then look at the weapon at his side. That is a fantastic looking weapon you've got there.
It is a fantastic weapon. I'll draw it. I'll let him have a look.
He has a look at it. He says, well, it's elven make, clearly, with a little bit of human, I can see. No dwarven, which makes me sick. Because I'd love to work on this. What's its name?
Its name is Ask Me Shame or Glory.
Wow.
Yes, that's right.
I mean...
He's actually going to cast a spell on it, if you're okay with that.
Okay.
He's
Spell, not a curse.
No, he's going to say, it's alright if I just look into this weapon a bit more.
Oh, please do. Anything I can find. Any knowledge?
Yeah, he's going to place... actually, I need to look up. I know what one of them is, but I need to know the other one.
I feel like I'm in France.
It's because it's music.
Ho he ho he ho.
We can't. Delete the plot. Delete the plot.
Oh, sorry, I have something in my throat. I do apologize.
Yeah, so he's gonna stick 4 ivory strips on the ground. So he's gonna bend down. He's gonna stick 4 ivory strips on the ground, and then he's gonna place a block of incense on top, and he's gonna place the sword just above it, and he's gonna cast Legend Lore on this item. And his eyes kind of flame in this greenish blue hue, and he says, "A gift given to a young soldier before he left to fight in the War of the Black Trees. This blade earned its name through the efforts of its bearer. The gilded sword was a common sight on the battlefield, held aloft in challenge once the soldier spotted a target. His fellows would converge upon the foe, and time again they found victory. Such was the sword's influence upon the morale of the troops that on occasion that the soldier nearly succumbed to a hail of Glattenfall arrows. Prompting a swift retreat, a frustrated commander decided that the sword should have a new name, for it seemed to be what determined if they achieved shame or glory. And that person's name was
Gary?
General Hadrat. And then he's like, oh, I knew there was something behind it. I did. It's like, something that well made has got to have a story. Fascinating. Yeah, here you go. He gives it back to you.
Wow.
Yeah, and he says, well, we don't normally get adventurers like you down here, to be honest. Other than Dritz and his tiny party, we only really accept dwarves in here and deep gnomes. It's nice to see some like-minded people with expertly made weapons and crafts such as yours with your soulmancy. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Can this sword be enchanted?
The Shame or Glory?
Mm-hmm.
It could be, but it would be at cost.
That's...
It currently has... Let me look at it. 1, 2, 3. It's got 2. It currently has 2 enchantments on it. The one can be modified. It's currently a fine masterwork, but it could be made into a superior masterwork. However, because it's got 2 enchantments on it already, the price of materials and time cost in the region of probably 28 to 30,000 gold pieces.
It's worth knowing. It's worth knowing.
So the way
the shopping never hurt anyone.
So the way it works is, say if you typically with the dwarves here, say if an army comes back and they've just pillaged a place or just got paid, they'll tend to ask these questions quite a lot. And what I tend to tell them is, if a weapon has not been enchanted at all, then that's just a flat 5,000 gold. And then there's a multiplicative kind of cost on top of that. So if you wanted to do a second enchantment on top of that, then it would be 15,000. And if you wanted to do another one, it would be in the region of 30. Right. So it just keeps going up. But unless you're talking about artifacts or legendary items, typically, I keep saying typically, but typically you would only have about 3 enchantments on one weapon.
Okay. Because I've got a staff that would love an enchantment, but I need to save up the readies, so that's really worth knowing.
Well, you might not need to pay that much if it's not got any on it.
Well, it's 5k, isn't it, for a basic enchantment?
Depends what the enchantment is, if it's worth it to you or not.
So enchantments tend to be, your flame tongues, your frost brands, your returnings, your flyings. These kind of enchantments are big. If you're talking just making something a fine, superior, or excellent mastercraft item, the cost is reduced a little bit. Basically, he's just explaining to you, if you want to +1 it, +2 it, +3 it, the cost will be reduced a little bit. But if you want to put like a flat enchantment on it, like a enchantment of returning or turning it into a flame tongue weapon or turning a frostbrand weapon, it'll be a flat 5,000, 15,000, 30,000, that kind of deal.
So what kind of cost are we looking at to +2?
+2, yeah. If it's from a base weapon, like from just
just a quarterstaff,
just a normal quarterstaff.
a +1.
Right, probably +2, 8,000 gold.
8,000. Okay. I will. I have this in mind, but we do have a bit of a adventure on his hands at the minute. But if you are always here, then I know I can come back and look into that further.
I don't go anywhere away from the forge unless I need to sleep. So.
Do you do crests?
Engravings?
What are they called?
Insignias?
Those things with the logo and the made of some sort of material. They show us what level we are, DM.
Oh, cluster ranks.
There you go.
That's it. Cool.
I do cluster ranks. Do you need them?
What did we say we needed last week? It was the last
We need
two,
11 and 10.
Which
Don't
are...
remember the numbers.
You wouldn't say that in game. You wouldn't say, I need a level 10 and level 11. Yeah, give me a sec here. I'll find.
I need the jade and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need the amethyst and the one after amethyst.
You need amethyst and bronze.
That's what I said.
Yeah, so he's gonna, so he's gonna look you all over, and he's gonna use this ability that seems to be all licensed and skilled blacksmiths have to kind of insight check, kind of what your skill is, what your skill level is, and he's like, right then, okay, amethyst and bronze, I think is right for you, and he's gonna kind of go through little drawers again, pull one out, pull another one out. Unlike all the other blacksmiths you come towards that have kind of, they're very, very particular and organized. This guy's not. Everything is put. It looks like it's put in a chaotic kind of fashion, but he knows precisely where everything is. And he picks out, he picks out 4 amethysts and 4 bronzes, and he says, "Here you go." Hands them to you.
Take him, pin him.
Grab them with mage and bring them to me.
Amethyst and bronze, eh? You don't see many of you. Like, I mean, at that skill level, that's quite high. Wouldn't want to get on the bad
We
side
lost
of
a few
you.
on the way.
Yeah.
The only one here is like higher than that is maybe Dritz or Bruno himself.
Yeah.
So the sword you're working on back there looked interesting.
Oh, it's a moon sword. I've been dabbling in elvish makes. A little bit taboo, I must say, but keep secret with me, and don't tell any elves. They probably won't be very happy. Other than Dritz, he wouldn't care. I've been making some moon swords. We've because I'm thinking of going being a blade singer at some point. Have you heard of them?
No.
Haven't myself.
Basically, it's I do like my magic. Don't get me wrong, as a wizard. But I'm also a warrior, and I want to use my magic in tandem with my with my weapons. So, and I did some research, and I found that the elves used to make these swords called moon blades, which you can basically enchant yourself, and you can add some pretty interesting things to them. So that's what I've been making.
Excellent.
And it'll be unique.
You said
to
a
me.
blade singer.
Yeah, a blade singer.
You mean it like this? I pull out the great sword that I've been carrying around for like ever,
Pulls out a great
and I
sword.
just start singing.
Hi, very funny. No.
No, thank you.
No, this moon swords typically take a couple of years to make, and actually at the end of getting to where I need to be with it, so it'll soon be created.
So will you be giving it a test drive with the against the drow coming this way, or?
I guess so. However, normally they come in pairs, so I was planning to make another one afterwards, but I'm low on materials at the moment, so.
What kind of materials are you needing?
He kind of giggles a little bit and just says, "Actually, I'm low on mithril," which is funny.
Really?
And where do you get the mithril from?
Normally, we get it below the. We just keep digging down, but.
Genie.
Right, there seems to be a problem in the gorge, so we've stopped all production. Really.
Well, that's where we come in. Yeah.
Oh, are you taking care of that problem?
That's what we're on to next. That's why I needed the diamonds, and that's our next mission.
That's the plan.
Okay.
So hopefully you'll be back with mithril lickety split.
Fantastic. Yes.
Lickety split.
Lickety split.
Lickety split. Is there anything else you guys might need? Any weaponry? Any?
He is gonna say. I
Anything?
mean, if you need any, I do have some complete mithril weapons and some mithril armors that have just been sold to me, even though I'm a weaponsmith. They ain't cheap though. Just to let you know.
You know,
Well,
we hear that
Yeah.
all too often.
I'm pretty well armored up, but I don't know if you guys need anything. You don't have a robe of the Magi for a neutral person.
No,
I go blurry.
Yeah, you just cast blur on yourself. What's it doing? Your camera's like.
That's the embarrassment of asking, even the camera's gone, for fuck's sake.
You remain anonymous.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, but he says, robe of the Archmagi. No, you won't find anything like that here at all.
Pity.
Really, no.
Well,
Even when I'm a blade
here,
singer, I'm gonna be wearing leather armor, so.
Actually, do you know anything more about this? And I show him I cast I uncast Disguise Self so you can see the black armor that I'm wearing.
Oh, the
armor of
the
midnight.
leather, the studded
Yeah.
leather you found.
Yeah. It seems to be some kind of magic that I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, he has a look at it. He's gonna make some checks on it actually.
Put some chicks on it.
Cheeks. He's gonna put some cheeks on that.
He's gonna rub his face on my arm.
You're now wearing chaps. Did you have anything on underneath?
He says, "Oh, okay. Well, that's very strange. I don't know much about that armor actually. Seems to be of fine masterwork, at least. But
I mean, it's very pretty.
it is very pretty. You're right. But it's seems there's something else there that's unlocked. I feel like. Sorry, locked, not unlocked. Something you can.
There you go. Okay, now tell me.
Something you can unlock at some point.
Okay. But you don't know what it is.
At level
No,
12.
I can't identify because I rolled a natural 3.
I see.
What
What if I ask you to look again and I cast a little spell? No.
I am exhausted.
Oh,
He gets back to hammering
Go-
his sword.
you go to sleep.
Yeah, I think we've taken
I'm
up
so
a
tired,
lot
I'm going back
of
to
Wacko's
work.
time.
Yeah. Oh, dang, bang.
NPCs,
I'm really
man.
tired. I'm going back to blacksmithing. One of the hardest jobs.
Yeah,
ever.
it's like it's such a typical NPC reaction in a game, though. Like, oh, I've had so much to do. I've been hammering all day. Goes back to the shop. Yeah. So, where do you want to go next?
Should we head to this lovely sounding deep gorge?
Where's my nose?
As we're leaving, can I hand Eminari 300 gold for the diamond, please? I'll like hold it out.
Oh, Wacko Brown of
Wacko
Braun.
Braun Anvil.
Anvil. That's it.
Wacko Brownstone.
Braun
Maybe you
Anvil.
need to go and look at. Maybe you need to go and see Buster Bracer.
Yeah, Buster Bracer is the armor smith of.
Check out your armor, Richard.
The blue bearded dwarf in the gorge, which is where we're going.
He's a good rapper.
Yep. All right. So do you want to go to the gorge then?
Do you think there's anything
We're
you
heading
guys
that
think
way.
we need to do?
While we're fresh, we may as well make a start while we're able.
We are.
Go skipping.
I ho, I ho.
So to work we go.
No, you gotta sing. You gotta sing the Silver Rivers Run song. If you
All
don't
I'm
hear.
gonna say is,
Save it.
fucking Sylvia's quiet tonight.
She didn't sleep too well. I think she's still a bit tired. She'll perk up later. About 9.
Yeah, you about 9. Yeah. we started exactly where you were in the game. Yeah, so you make your way to the. You're directed to the Undercity, which is it's kind of a strange name. As it's basically just it's the center of Mithril Hall. It looks more like a huge amphitheater, but with a massive gorge that goes down the middle. Can you ban that person in chat, please?
Oh no.
You're on about that phrase.
They're popping
But I
out.
want to be famous.
They're popping out of the woodwork recently. I don't know why. But I don't know if you've ever played World of Warcraft, and if you have, if you've ever been to Ironforge, which is the capital of the dwarves. But I've already got a fan. Yeah. But straight down the middle of this gorge of the Undercity is the gorge. Right, it just cuts straight through, and there's these multiple bridges that are going all across. But you see that a lot of dwarves are currently over the edge of this gorge right now, and then a couple of times you see them just moving out the way as this huge rock, this boulder is just thrown out from
How
below.
big's the rock?
Weight, probably about 1.5 tons, 2 tons. Yeah, they're pretty big. Ouch. That's better than this guy. Boof. Goodbye.
Yes, where are you? Trinity.
Oh. Yeah, but then after it, there's like kind of a reply of just smaller stones that are just tossed up, and they're like, all right, no need for that. Just trying to have a look. He just kind of starts walking away.
So are we there? Can we see over
you're
the
in the
edge of that?
Undercity now, and the gorge is cutting straight through the Undercity.
So if we have a look over, can we see where those are being thrown from?
You look down, and you can only see up to 60 feet, so you can't see an awful lot. It gets to pitch blackness, and then, yeah, I would like you to make a dex save, please.
I knew that was coming.
Kids, don't look up.
Straight on forehead. Dex. Wow. Here we go. 15.
15. Okay, you make it. Yeah. If you didn't make it, a 19 wouldn't have hit anyway. So, but yeah. So, yeah. This rock. Well, actually, a bunch of rocks just start being tossed up as you look down, and you just move out the way. It's deep rock as well, and it crashes against the worked flagstone of the Undercity, and you see this like gleaming kind of raw mithril in these rocks.
Can I grab a rock?
Yeah.
And
throw it back.
Apply daylight to it and then drop it back down.
You can? A daylight? You mean just light?
It's daylight.
The daylight
Whoa,
spell.
I can't see anything.
A 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads from a point you choose within range. I assume I can put it on the rock and drop it, but I don't know.
Light, if you choose a point of light you are holding, or one that you want the light shines from the object and moves with it, completely covering the effect area when pick it. So if any of this spell area overlaps with an area of darkness, okay, cool. Daylight is a cool spell. I didn't know it could attach to things. Yeah, so you attach daylight, and then suddenly, like, there's a lot of dwarves down here who are kind of used to the duller tones of the underground. They just go, oh! You just hear like this huge grunt from people. And yeah, you look down, you toss the rock down, and you're watching it. It glows. 60-foot radius. Right? Oh, thank you for that sub. Yeah, it glows up for 60 feet around from where you thought that the rock came from. Goes down, hits the sides a couple of times as it's not just a straight up and down thing. Gets to the bottom, and you can see that you can't. Like, you can see, but it looks like there's two figures down at the bottom of this cavern, and they're just throwing things. It seems to be in anger, just up, and they're doing.
How big do they look?
Hard to tell from up here because they're like 250 feet below you, so it'd be hard to tell.
Okay. Do we see any way down other than straight down here?
There's no way down other than straight down.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything that would assist you in going down, spells or equipment?
I mean, we can jump.
I mean, could I jump and then, like, 30 feet from the bottom, use... Shit, what's it called? Whoa, Missy Step.
Do you retain your momentum?
Yeah, I think
as
you do.
It's teleporting, isn't it? So I don't... No.
I can take 4 of us down for free.
Well, How about? Hmm.
Yeah, Sylvia's.
I mean, Edak can run down. Like, he can make his way down 40 feet a second. So he'll be down there pretty quick. I'll just say you could hook me up with fly. I'll drop down.
So you want to fly?
Kind of just.
We all going to go?
I don't know. Depends if we're all. What do you mean you can get 4?
I can make us all fall down there completely safely.
Okay. We'll do us 3. Edak will follow with Sylvia on back.
That's
Okay.
good plan. Good
Unless it will work on Edak and she can stay with him on the way down.
Well, if
Will it
Edak's
hold?
okay climbing down, it will be one less slot I need to use.
Oh, is it all slots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, it casts one. It's one cast. It's okay. It's one slot. I can cast it on 5 people.
Amateur.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
5 people.
Nice.
Yeah. Up to
Wow.
5 creatures within range. Let's go.
Let's go.
We'll stand on the edge of the bridge.
We probably should have tried shouting down first, but
Hey ho.
Okay, let's stand on the
your
bridge.
passives are 17, Valorant.
Oh yeah. They would have been 19, but somebody took a robe from. Everybody on the bridge, come on! I have to cast this at the same time, so let's go.
let's
oh my
go.
god. This better work, Valorine.
All stand on the bridge edge.
I'll go first.
Okay.
If you're like kind of line up behind me, I'll just have my shield up in front as we go down.
Okay.
What are you casting? Sorry.
Featherfall.
Oh.
Ah.
5 minutes.
We just jump over the edge and they cast.
Stone skin.
Yeah. Oh, what's the other one where it cancels?
I was looking. Have I got anything just in case? Like, Jesus. I can
I'm gonna
control water. Is there any water?
In a forge, lots.
Does Kate already go? Are we all going? Hand in
Kind of in
hand.
the process of going. I'm just waiting to see what James says. 'Cause it looks
Yeah,
like
no,
he's-
no, that's cool. I was just trying to look at the. I was looking at the wording, but yeah, it's cool. You can go down.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So about
Let's
halfway
go.
down, I'll leave it, like, so that everybody thinks that, oh my god, we're just going to die. And then cast it.
No.
Oh god.
Superhero landing.
And then we
Wait,
just, like, all
wait. So
float
you're
down.
all jumping off,
Yeah.
and then you're casting Featherfall.
Yeah, I can't
Wait,
cast
wait,
it while
wait,
we're stood on the bridge. I can't cast it on the bridge. We
Really?
have to be falling to cast it.
A falling creature's
That's
ready to
funny.
descend.
Wow. What's the radius of the what you can cast it? Or is it
Within
just-
range 60 foot. So I can cast it like,
So as long as we all jump together, we're all.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to be within 60 feet.
So yeah, like all of us just like, wait.
So everyone
And
just
then
kind of grab
halfway down,
onto
I'll cast
Edak and then like
Okay,
break
yeah, so you-
halfway down.
Yeah, so you jump off, and then you cast Featherfall.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, you just start descending slowly down this 250 foot.
Slowly. Oh shit! It set us up. You didn't tell me that bit.
It's 60 feet per round, so that's 10 feet per second.
10 feet a second. Yeah, it's not too bad. But what is that? 25 seconds.
Yeah, so it's like.
Free falling.
They get 25 rounds to throw things at us.
Oh god.
Yeah.
No way. What is this madness, Richard?
Are we at the bottom yet?
He didn't tell us this bit.
Dad, are we there yet?
I'm shield surfing. I'm going down shield first.
All right, can you all roll dex saves, please?
Wow.
No, I cannot.
What
I'm
would
like
be?
a bird. I wanna fly
What
away.
just happened?
You're sending us down slow. They're throwing stuff at us.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
dex saves,
Dex
please.
save. I don't know who's within my spell thing.
I got an 18
You're
with a -1, so I'm very happy.
Okay.
I got a 6.
What did Valorant get?
We get a +4 or anything.
Yes.
So I got an deck save. Sorry,
Are we getting a +4 as well? Oh,
Yes.
I think I passed it anyway.
got 9.
So with the +4, I actually got 19 because I got my 1 back.
Excuse me. So.
Oh my god. Sorry.
America.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. So sorry. What did Valorant get?
He got a 6.
Not with me.
That was
He
Kate.
got.
think-
Well, he was asking about a +4. I know that much.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't think
what
he
you got.
did very well. I'm not gonna lie. I think he did poorly.
I don't know about Sylvia, but if she counts
I'm not.
as
I'm
EDAC
not, I'm,
because
not, I'm not counting Sylvia.
She's on EDAC.
EDAC got 22, so I think she's alright.
Yay!
Well, Kate,
That's the guy.
Cade, get
You-
fucked.
you take. Yeah. Does a 20 hit first?
Yes.
Right. That is.
Oh wait. I said I was using my shield to go down.
Oh.
You were using your
What's
shield
that?
to
Steve.
go down. Well, like you're
Yeah.
wielding your shield.
Yeah.
I said I was getting my shield out and kind of going down behind my shield.
Yeah,
Which
it was-
if I equip my shield,
You got
But
21.
get
puts me to
advantage.
22.
22, right? Okay, then it doesn't hit you. Then. Okay.
I'll play it how you want to play it. I did say that. I don't know if you heard
No,
me
if
or
you,
not.
yeah, if you said that.
He
that's-
did.
that's
He
cool.
did.
But yeah, so
I didn't realise that's yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, you said that, so it's cool. But yeah, as you're going down,
Excuse me.
a rock comes hurtling towards your face. But as you're going down, you notice that these rocks are not. There is no direction to them really. They're just randomly being thrown. And you just kind of bat this rock and it breaks. It's kind of half kind of clay, like a clay material. And it just breaks.
So it's like it's being thrown and coming at us itself,
Yes.
or off. Right. Okay.
It's like it's not being
Like a homing.
targeted. Yeah, it's not being targeted towards you. It's just there's a lot, and yeah, it's just being thrown. And then you get to the bottom of the. Yeah, you get to the bottom of the canyon. I've opened. If you guys in roll 20.
Can be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, because it's dark down here.
My daylight rock should be here somewhere,
You're
unless that's
right.
gone
Your
throwing.
daylight rock should be here.
Ah,
let me-
nice.
Let me add a token here with a daylight rock on, with the daylight rock on it. Sorry, guys, viewers, 1 second. I will get the battle map up. There it is. And wait, is that the right one? Where's my DM? Where's my DM one? This one. Token. Let's say. Oh,
Hello. Sorry.
hello.
How much damage did I take from rolling a 9 on that deck? So
Oh, a 9.
Oh, a 9.
yeah, a 9.
You got smashed in the face by a rock. You have a caved face.
Well, let me
Sweet.
just. I will do it in a second.
At least I'm falling slowly still.
Sorry, it's 60 feet, isn't it? Bright light.
Yes. Radius. So is that each way, or I don't know if
60
that's
feet
30
radius,
feet
so
each.
120 feet.
Nice.
It's a
Let me just
lot.
double check it is that. I'm sure it said radius. I mean, it's like a 3rd level spell for me, so it's quite expensive.
It's pretty. Yeah,
So,
it's a lot. Yeah.
60-foot radius sphere.
Nice.
Right. So there you go. So that rock there is the one you tossed down. That I've just added in. Yeah. So yeah, you get down here and you see that like as soon as. Well, actually, you would have seen it as you're walking, as you're kind of floating down here. But like the walls glimmer, shimmer with a silvery sheen as you float down here. And when you get to the bottom, first of all, Valorin, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
1-7.
1-7 from a random rock that just hits your noggin, and you're like, fuck. It just.
If only you'd said
Luckily,
beforehand.
Featherfall isn't
I was going to
concentration.
say, is it concentration?
Ooh.
That would have sucked.
And this kind of shimmering gleam has the same consistency as the mithril the sword deposits of mithril that you see in that top. And right now, you are seeing how far? Yeah, 70, 80 feet from you right now. There is what appears to be an earthy humanoid creature, like a rock humanoid creature that is digging down, and just as he's digging, he's tossing up the rock in any which direction. And then there seems to be a someone that looks Earth-like, but they've got humanoid features. Like they have black hair and they have what looks to be kind of a terracotta kind of pigmented skin, but it's cracked. And they seem to be wearing this what you're looking at right now, which is this orangey gossamer-like robe on, and it seems to have like a stick in its hand that it's using to command. Sorry. Wow. That it seems to be using to command this creature. And actually, yeah, everyone make a perception check to see if it's not diamonds. No, it's not diamonds.
Perception. 10.
12. Do you want me to do Edak?
Yes,
11.
Oh my god, we are the bone rollers.
Wow.
Roll
Oh,
4
Sylvia.
times.
Sylvia's up on the monkey. She can see better than us.
I did roll for Sylvia. What did Monkey roll?
Do you want me to do it? I didn't know if you wanted me to do. So what was it? Perception? What does he do? 4. Jesus Christ, monkey.
Well, Sylvia
Very
rolled
perceptive.
21.
Oh, good girl.
He only rolled 9.
With a +4, that's worse
Yeah.
than me.
Sylvia was going to turn to you guys and say that this creature, whatever it is looking very harassed and upset. Not angry, upset, and there is they're potentially scared.
Right, guys, do we fight or do we try and talk?
Which creature is it she referred to? The elemental or the...
This one.
That one looks scared.
Yeah.
Valerian's just like, that one.
Okay.
And they're making some headway, so they're making quite a hole here. They are making quite a... Yeah, quite
So, yeah, shall we move over and...
we just shout stop?
I mean, do we, like, stand in front of the light so they can only see our, like, silhouettes and it'd be really cool, or...
Reservoir Dogs kind of...
Have I got a spell?
I know you've got some spells.
Yeah, you got some, right?
I've got ice, I've got lightning, thunder, flame. I was just
Maybe
seeing
we
if I got any earth spells.
Maybe we should... Earth spells is probably on the gorilla's back. Do you want
Yeah.
me to go and ask? Do you want me to shout up and see if there's... Or do you want to? I don't know what you want to ask.
I think if it's looking harassed and upset, that maybe we should find out why. And if it wants to battle, then we'll kick its ass. But you know,
Yeah? Do
I
it.
think it's definitely worth maybe avoiding some more damage on Valerian.
So she's going to she's gonna kind of hear the voices as you guys can't seem to plan, and she's gonna look. She's going, no, get back! She's going to throw an actual rock at you.
Oh,
That is 21. I'm gonna roll to see if it hits. That is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Sylvia.
Oh, no.
no.
Is the... Oh, monkey's not on there.
15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, you can just drag Kate onto there through the journal.
I don't know how to do it.
Could
I've
it-
never actually done it. How do I do
Do
that?
So
Do you think it's worth?
So you go into the journal, the third tab from the left.
Right.
Then go under Kate. There should be Kate's steed there, and it should say Edak's Kate's
Yeah.
Revenge. Then you just click and drag that onto the map. That name,
Yeah.
and it should pop up. There you go.
There we go. So he's kind of there somewhere. Sorry, Sylvia.
No, it's all right. You can just pull
There
that
you
to
go.
the front and then behind. There you go.
There you go. Sweet.
Yeah, and she does 15 points of damage to Sylvia. She's like, stay back! Stay back!
Hold on. I just
Why
wanna
so
look at my-
violent?
Calm down. We've come to talk.
60 feet. Hold on.
I do not care. You've probably come down here to take me away. Probably for my wishes. Stay away from me. I am just a young one. Stay away. I just want to go home.
Well,
Where is your
Where's
home?
your...
She just kind of clicks her teeth and she's like, I don't know where it is. It's trying to find it. It's the Earth plane.
Oh, okay. I can help you. I'm not joking. I'm not lying.
Make a persuasion
s-
check.
I can send you back. Legitimately, I can send her there.
Make a persuasion check, because her Earth elemental has just stopped digging, and it's just like
Okay.
standing in front of her right now.
Persuasion.
Yeah,
24.
24.
Yeah.
She still has her bow staff up, which seems to be made of some really hardy looking rock, almost metal like in its sheen. And she says, "Huh? How?
Legitimately, I can send you back to the plane of existence you come from.
How?
With a spell I have.
You won't cast no spell on me."
But it's safe. It will take you back home.
What would you do? How would you do it?
I would put my hand on you. No, I don't. I can do it from here. I don't even need to touch you.
Good. You do not deserve to touch me.
Okay, that's fine. I don't,
Buy a drink first. Buy a drink first.
but you need to trust me. Honestly, I can send you back. I can send your elemental with you if you want. No, I can't.
That's misinformation.
I was wrong. I can't send the elemental with you. I can send it later.
It's fine.
I-
I can resummon
I'll
Lynn.
just shout over to it, just like, we are not here to harm you. We are here to find out what's happening and try to help you. We are adventurers, not warriors.
Normally adventurers come seeking us.
Not
For
us.
different
We're
reasons.
different. We're different.
We've only been asked to find out what's wrong because the guys upstairs want to dig down here.
We do not want to attack you.
They dig too far. They should be down here so deep. But I don't know how I got here.
I don't know where you are. I don't know what you are.
Who am I?
Can you show me the way?
It's the worst game of Guess Who.
My name
Let
is
us help you.
my name is Quarry.
Quarry.
Quarry in the Quarry.
That is a very good name for you.
My mother gave it to me.
It works.
I laugh. Well, I'm Cade. Nice to meet your acquaintance.
I am Eminari.
I do a little bow. Valerian.
So
This is-
this one,
yeah.
this one, on the monkey, and as I go and
That one's
just introduce, I'll just heal for 15.
The one you just smashed with a rock, she's our little friend. Please don't do that again.
I am actually doing that as well, so I'll take 15 points of lay on hands.
Nice.
Ding.
We just come down here. Normally we did it. My mom, she tells us to stay away from you. You normally hurt us or enslave us, imprison us. You telling
We
tricks?
can understand that.
You are not saying tricks.
No tricks.
So how long will it take to go home?
You will go instantly. And then after 1 minute, you will not need to come back.
Okay. And you can see, like, she is... about 6.5 feet tall. She looks like she's, now that you're closer and you're kind of not in the heat of having rocks thrown at you, she looks like she's made of clay and smoother skinned, like all the rocks around her. She looks young, very young. She says, "What do I need to do?"
Nothing. You have to let me cast this spell on you, and you will go to the Earth plane.
She's gonna try an insight check you.
Okay. I'm legitimately not lying on it.
I know that, but she
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. No.
Okay.
You're lying back.
Are we still like quite a way away from each other?
I mean, the distance you are right now is the
Yeah,
distance.
if I can, I'll whisper to the I'll use Awaken Mind and just say to Eminari, Sylvia, and Cade, is there anything we want her to give us or do for us before?
What are you doing? What are you saying?
We're just saying, we understand that you're
I can
scared
hear what
and
you're saying.
What your mother tells you is true. Just please trust us. Let us do this.
Yeah, so
Do you
she
eat?
she does.
I'm just gonna whip out a ration.
Okay, she does. She just lower down her bow staff and starts to walk just on the other side. Oops. Just on the other side of the. Oh, I can't move her. There we go.
I'm just going to mind link to Valorin and just say, look, we want nothing from her. Just send her home.
She can hear you. Say it out loud.
I do not want anything from you. Only to go home. You were right.
Okay. I will send you home. Is your elemental friend going with you or staying here?
No. Min I can summon. He is my friend. My
Okay.
friend.
It's probably for the best you unsummon him for now. In case he gets stuck here when you go.
Make another persuasion check.
Yeah. 23.
Nice.
Okay. And it's like you're speaking to the kind of a teenage child that's scared. And they kind of turn to their left and just wave down their hand, and Min just dissolves into the clay and stone beneath.
Now!
What?
Wow.
Last.
Why do we bring this guy with us? I mean...
No. It's okay. I'll ask her, like, are you sure you want to go home, yeah?
That is why I am digging. I want to go home.
Okay. I will... Just trust me, okay? I'll cast Hex on her. For a Charisma... throw.
Okay.
Okay?
Are you casting banishment on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've got banishment.
Hey!
Don't cross the streams.
And then I'll walk a little bit closer to her. So that I'm definitely within range.
Okay.
And I'll say, it's okay. As long as you don't fight this, you will go.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure you can't choose to fail a saving throw. You have to roll still.
It depends what the spell description says. It's that's what I was just reading. It appears that
Yeah,
it
the
doesn't
target
say
must
anything
succeed.
about
You can't choose to. So she has to make a charisma at disadvantage, 17.
Naturally too charismatic.
She gets
Doesn't seem charismatic.
She gets a 12.
Yay!
See ya.
So as you're
And then I'll sit down on the ground.
Okay, so as you're casting the spell, she goes, "So how long is this going to take?" And then as soon as like you just cast the spell and like she just disappears.
I'll sit down for a minute.
Okay, you sit down for a minute.
Thinking about the Earth plane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look at that shiny over there. Is that something of relevance? They've unearthed a great clump of something.
Yeah. So you walk by Valerian while he thinks.
Have to sit down for this.
Yeah. She's actually uncovered a huge mithril vein down here.
Wow.
Which seems to. I mean, this hole goes for about 60-70 feet down. It seems the earth elemental has just been extruding kind of its arms down into the earth and then bringing it up and then hurling back. But yeah, you look down and you see this huge vein of mithril just coursing through and then winding around the hole.
We can't mine it though, can we?
None of you have experience with mining.
Sylvia can be an earth elemental. She can be.
She would still have to make some checks though.
Can I scribe my name on it? Dibs.
Okay, make.
I assume I've got some kind of dagger. I don't know if I have. I may have had an old sword.
Is there any little bits around that we could just pick up, like a little block of mithril I can have?
It's all in the walls down here.
Did she tell us her name?
Quarry.
Yeah, Quarry.
Her name was.
Oh yeah,
in the quarry.
I'll just start writing the word quarry into the ground.
Okay. A minute goes by. And
She's back.
And she's gone back to her plane of existence.
Oh, does she have a minute to break out of it then? Or?
If I lose concentration on the spell, they come back. If they aren't from the plane that I sent, if they are from this plane, they come back after a minute.
If she's from that plane.
If she's from that plane, she doesn't come back after a minute.
She should come back then.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. That's what happened. Minutes gone by and
she does not
so
come
she's
back.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Do you have anything to inscribe your name?
Just my sword. So I don't know if I want to risk breaking it. I don't know what the logistics of it doing it are. Unless I could break a little piece off. It'd be cool.
Well, that's what I was hoping to do as well.
With the help of Edak.
I mean, both of you make athletics checks then. Evanari and Cade. Cade, if you're getting the help of Edak, then make it with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 17. I'm very surprised Emanari even has a +2 to that athletics, so you know.
That's 16. My advantage roll was a 1.
Oh! Do we get the +4 as well?
Nah, saving throw.
Yeah, that's saving throws, not skills. Okay, so Cade, you get yourself maybe about 3 pounds of it. 3 pounds of this raw, unworked mithril. So stick that in your inventory. So 3 pounds of raw mithril. And Emanari, you get about 5 pounds.
£5. Nice one.
Found a fiver.
I'm this week as well. Nice. Okay, so we've got 5 pounds. It's always handy. Good to bargain with, I reckon.
Oh wait, we got level 10 rank last time, so it was only 11 we needed.
Just 11, okay.
Yeah, just bronze.
I think some of you didn't have them in your inventory anyway, so.
3 LBS. Thrill. All I want it for is hoping that someone might be able to, as a thank you for solving the problem or being part of the solve of the problem, maybe decorate the sword. I was going to say I took the bullet for you all on the way down, but no, you took that clobber as well.
Right, so you have your clumps of unworked mithril. How do you want to get back up?
Isn't the wizard flying us up?
Excuse me. Got to mute.
This might be a little bit of a problem. Who's a wizard?
Yeah, you're not.
Edike.
Oh, I mean the warlock. Sorry, that one.
Who's a warlock? I'm a bard.
The one with the instrument.
Warlock.
I pull out my massive instrument, James.
It's not that big.
I've seen bigger.
Wow.
Little banjo. I don't know what Edak could carry. Could make a couple of trips. 40 feet a second, so it's not going to take.
How far is it up?
Round, should I say?
250 feet.
Okay. Could
Is there no way up? Hang on, it's been mined down here, so is there not a way up?
No,
It's a gorge.
it's a gorge.
Could
It has been mined, but this has been worked by this Dal quite a bit.
She's just been digging down. Okay.
Is Edak able to carry Sylvia and Demonari at the same time?
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
Okay. Demonari, get on Edak.
Now,
Now.
please.
Lift
on the
me,
back
Jack.
now.
Lift me onto your back. I am tired.
Ed, tell Edak to go up to it, carry him up. We can sort this out. And I'll just jump on Cade's back and cast fly.
I'm a rocket man.
Okay, and you
Rocket man.
you float up. Who's left down here?
Nobody.
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 Okay, so you all make your way to the top.
Hey. That's the end game. GG. We're at the top.
That's it. We're done. The watches is over.
We did the battle.
Did it, mate.
Alright, come up in like superhero pose, floating up.
I'm hanging on to it.
We're like fucking Rocket Raccoon on my shoulder with his guitar. I am Cade.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Float on. Then over comes the gorilla with the rest of the party on.
Yeah, we would.
Who do we need to tell? Is there a round of applause or anything like that when we get up there? I don't know. It's just...
I mean, they have no idea what you've just done, so
The rocks have stopped flying up, I imagine.
yeah.
Yeah. Nobody interested in that. No, you're all just going back to work. Fine.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you make your way back up, and like you're gonna get a couple of like curious looks from people around you, just like what just happened. You kind of have a walk around the square, and you do find like Buster Brace's place is pretty easy to find here.
Nice.
As it's just an open workshop, weapon shop, and a lot of people are talking about him. But yeah, one particular dwarf is going to come up to you and say, "Why'd you go down there?"
We dealt with the drow that was down there causing you problems.
A drow? Why was it drow?
What's a drow?
No. No trial.
No.
What? They just said there's drow down in the gorge, guys.
A drow.
There's drows down there. Did you know?
No.
Right, it's just like calling throughout the gorge. And you just start hearing drow. There's drow.
Drow.
Can I be an arsehole? Cast
No.
major image of like several drow like crawling up the side
Oh,
of the wall.
God.
No. No.
And I say, "Get back!"
Drow!
And then
There's
dispel
drow! Look! There's drow! And like the guards come up like in their mithril armor and with their mithril weapons, they just start to make a perimeter, and they start swiping at these major images, and they're like, nothing.
I would like to walk up to Valerian and
It's the
just
witchcraft
stomp him
of
at
the
back
drow.
head.
Okay, I will take that and lose concentration on the spell.
Thank you.
Dow. Yeah, we're going with Dow then, are we?
It was a Dow. I'm sorry, I have a speech impediment.
There's the Dow Jones
I'm
index
very
down there. We
sensitive
sorted it
about
out.
it.
The stock market down there is crazy.
It's a little bit up and down. And then that main guy says, "Oh, Dow! Oh, she said Dow, guys. She said Dow, not Drow." Like the entire kind of center, just the foundations of this. Everyone around you is just like, "Oh, very easy to get confused, I guess." With the Dow and Drow.
I had a bit of gum. I had a bit.
Now I've got to explain that one. We're all night.
What is gum?
Dritz,
Gum,
Canterbury, and
gum, gum.
Regis just run in, and Dritz says, "I heard there were Drow."
Yes, you look in a mirror.
Hi, it's very funny. Where are they? And
God.
like a kind of guard goes over to him and says, "It's okay. She mispronounced. She meant Dow, not Drow." And he just.
I have residual gorge rock in my mouth from falling down. It's really easy to do.
Dritz just looks at you and just like arms forward, shoulder, slump down and just like open gate mouth, just. Right. Okay. Back to what. Come on! And it just goes back to whatever he was up to.
Where are we now then?
I
Outside, what's his name?
I'm going to call that mistake pulling a Valorin.
Oh, yes.
Why? What did I? Well.
Whoopsie, I pulled a Valorin. Carry on.
Okay, let's go see Buster because he's here.
Buster
Yes.
Rhymes.
Yes, so give me a sec.
I expected more applause for dealing with the Dow.
I know. I got 10% back on my initial investment, and it's- Come on, chocolate. I forgot to take my chocolate bar out of my pocket. I've had it in front of the fan for the last half an hour. It's not looking good.
Yeah, so there's a few guard that are just hanging around Buster Bracer's right now. Buster Bracer is exactly as he was. He's very easily recognizable because he has a big, mane of a beard and big fuzzy hair, just kind of encircles his entire face. You can only see really the tops of his cheeks and his eyes, these small black beady eyes. He's just looking over everybody. He's just seems to be taking, kind of trying to be the businessman side of things, but he's also seems to be working on some metal armor pieces in the background.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey!
Hi. Let's.
One second, I just need to finish speaking to these. I don't think you can afford it, really. Maybe we can have a hire purchase deal. So if you pay me about 80 gold pieces a month over about a 10-year plan, then I
In
could
10
give.
years, you'll love it.
my hand on the shoulders, like it could be doable.
He finishes that kind of transaction. He turns to you, Valor, and says, "Hi, what do you need?"
I need you to look at this armor.
Right.
Hello, this is Valorin.
Not beating about the bush. Let's just get to brass tacks.
Well,
Do it.
fortunately, that is leather armor, and I specialize in metal, specifically mithril armor.
Do you know where I can talk to a leather worker?
Not here.
Oh. Okay, guys,
Do
I don't
you
need
know
to talk to
anything
this guy.
Do you know anything about magic on armor, more specifically?
I can enchant an armor quite
Don't
well
ever spin.
myself.
There we go. Well, can you identify whatever magic we have on this, even though it's leather?
Probably if you want to
Showing the metal
identify
bits
something,
on
you
the
would
armor.
want to speak to Wacko. He's our resident wizard smith.
But what? Okay. Yeah. No.
He struggled.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I
mean,
interest
you
you
wanna-
in any mithril armors that we're selling?
I'll step back, let Kate walk in.
But you can interest me.
Oh, I might be able to interest you. He looks you up and down with your breastplate, and he says,
I left on my breast out.
probably not. Look, probably needing. It is breastplate you're wearing, right? Blah blah. Blah blah.
Plate. Oh no, it's not plate, is it? It's not that
Mount's full
anymore.
plate at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, full on.
Yeah.
Weighs more than me armor.
Plus one plate, basically. He says, I see you're wearing some plate. It's pretty heavy, huh?
Oh yeah.
What if I can lighten the load a little?
Ooh-sa.
Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo!
Lighten the load.
Share the load.
Share the load.
For a
Get away from me, Sam.
For a small price of about 4,000 gold pieces, I can give you some plate made of mithril. And he just kind of pulls to his right and shows you this full mithril, shining, gleaming set of armor.
Really? Can I ask you a question?
You already did. You can ask me another one, however.
How much gold is about 5 pounds of raw mithril worth?
It's fresh. Fresh raw.
Fresh
mithril.
raw mithril.
He immediately looks really suspicious. He's like, we're the only mithril mine in these regions. Why would you
He just stole it.
have some mithril on you?
Oh, I didn't say I had mithril on me. I was just querying.
Why
the
would you
price.
need to know?
Because I am a woman who benefits from gaining knowledge.
Right.
Well, I'm just gonna show my 3-pounder.
Oh, you just made my bluff look like shit, Kate. Thanks very much.
They don't know you've got any. So here, I have this. We've just got rid of the Dow down there, and I thought this would be able to do something nice with my armor. But you know, back to that question: is it worth anything to you? And
Immediately, he looks completely shocked. He's like, "Did you get permission from the king?"
we've just opened your minds.
Yeah, we have just saved your mithril mining issue.
Open your mind.
I believe the king would be grateful.
Well, I would go speak to the king first instead of coming to me and trying to hook your illegal goods.
We definitely weren't trying to hook it. We were just querying a
Speak
price.
to the king, and I will speak
Oh.
of this no more.
All we did down there was have a pull on the main vein that we found.
There's a vein?
This is what we
There is.
And Kate pulled on it so hard, he took 3 pounds of it.
How big was this vein?
It was a big
It's
vein.
a huge vein. From my inexperience in mining, that's a big vein.
You're like about this big. It's like, well,
And he'd act there like,
I'd still speak to the king about it.
Okay.
okay.
It is tradition that only the dwarves can touch the sacred mithril of the mithril hall. Not
Hey,
any
the Dow was
outsiders.
ripping it to shreds. She was throwing
was
it all
a-
over the place.
I agree, you've done us a great service, but I also am just a lowly weaponsmith, armor smith, forgotten my career. So you should speak to the king first.
He was merely
Speak to
bringing
the
it
king.
as proof that there was a nice big vein down there, just to show you. You know, it wasn't to be stolen.
Uh-huh. Make a persuasion check.
Oh, what's my persuasion? It's +6, I think. Who is it? Yes. So that would be a 17 with a +6, thank God.
17. Okay.
Oh, wait, do I get my +4 as well?
No, it's a skill, not saving throw.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
But yeah, he says, "All right, well, go to King.
Okay, we get you. We're gonna go to the king.
And if you need any armor, come back to Buster Bracers.
I think we should go to the king, guys.
The King!
The king!
The King!
I think we should share this news and rejoice with the king.
The King!
He's a king.
King!
King ding-a-ling.
All right.
Before we go to the king, how much of a walk is it there?
To the King!
Yeah.
It's just over there.
Oh.
Is it past our old room that we slept in to make sure
no, it's
that
actually in
our slave friend is okay?
It's not. It's in the Undercity. It's actually over the. So you're on the other side of the gorge right now. The palace of Bruno and the kings of Mithril Hall is on the other side, and it's very clearly seen as basically kind of inverted Minas Tirith, where Minas Tirith is just like this huge thing that's built up from a mountain, like to create this almost mountainous like city. This is the other way around. So the city is on the outside, and the main palace is built into the wall and goes up the entire breadth of this of the Undercity, right? So, and that he says, he just points at that and says, "That's where the king is.
Excellent.
May want to go there with a friend if you want passage." That's when we're gonna go for a break because it's 8:30. I didn't realize the time.
Hey.
So we'll be back in about 7 to 10 minutes. We're gonna get something to eat and some drinks, and we will be back soon. Love yous.
Ciao, ciao. on the way back in. On the way back in.
Welcome
Neither
back.
of them are done.
Yeah.
Wait, that.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry for the longer wait there. We were just one of us was discussing what takeout to get. But yeah, we're back. Yeah, you guys are. Well, I don't know actually. Do you want to keep talking to Buster, or do you want to go somewhere else?
I think we need to go to the king about this mithril and
The
let him
king?
know what we've done and let him know we've discovered a vein. And that we ought to keep our stolen, chapped off pieces as a reward
Actually,
for discovering the vein.
They don't know you've got any.
No.
I could break mine in half and stow away. Just this £1.5.
Cade, if they want you to return the mithril, you can have my £5. It would do you more good than me.
Hey,
so
you
just
know
keep
what?
the £5 keep the.
My plan for this £3 is literally to go back into their economy. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, no.
But anyway.
The £5 is to go on your armor, but you know.
So
That's
you're making your way to
decorative.
the palace.
The king.
Your king. Okay, so you make your way over to the palace. It's quite a narrow building, but it's very tall. And there are 5 guard. They're at the front, 2 on each side of a stairway, a dark kind of stoned stairway that goes up to a huge stone door. And one of the guard in the middle walks up to you with he doesn't have it kind of at arm. It's not armed with it, but he kind of have his hand on his axe that is just hanging off his belt, and he says, "What can I do for you?"
See the king.
We want to see the king.
You can't just come and see the king just like that, you know. He's a very busy man, dwarf.
We've discovered mithril. We need to tell the king.
Okay.
Apparently I have to ask the king if I can have this.
Oh! Did you just punch your camera like to... Yeah.
The king.
Roll your 20.
He looks at the mithril and says, "Have you been stealing mithril from us.
No, we've been discovering mithril and banishing a problem that was preventing your mithril issue. Mining.
Make a persuasion check.
I can't even persuade myself at this rate.
Is it with advantage? Since I'm half
Yeah,
helping.
Kate's helping me, so I don't get advantage.
Well. How about you?
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage because Kate's helping? He's backing me up here.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, because he's holding up like the mithril and just like kind of. You say it, yeah, kind of approving.
I got a 25.
Okay, you got a 25.
I didn't need advantage.
All right, with the 25, he says, "Okay. Well, you're gonna be going in with an armed guard, because we still don't quite trust you fully, and also you're new here."
Wow.
I
am offended.
We just banished the Dow that was halting your mithril mining.
Right. Well, you know,
on.
that's fine, but you should have no problem with having an armed guard with you.
No problem at all.
Good.
Carry on.
Yeah, so a couple of guard are going to come over to take over the shift from the door guard, and he's actually going to come in with you with 4 other armed palace guards. They are dressed in this darker ironed. It's not black iron; it's more of a grey iron, dark grey iron. And their great axes are one-bladed. The blade is at a 90-degree angle, and they're filigreed with gold and mithril on the blade. The shafts themselves are like their armor, kind of colored in their armor, and the style is this. It's very angular and just very geometric in how it's shaped. And thick.
1 inch thick.
1 inch thick. And they are all 18 inches wide.
Cool.
Nobody gets that reference.
No. We'll have to replay that entire one shot. In order to...
Yeah, and eventually you go into the palace, and you are taken through to the palace throne room, where currently Bruno Battlehammer is next to his throne. He's currently talking to another individual that is just next to him. But this throne room itself is very long, deceptively. Seems to be built into the cave wall. About 120 feet long actually, and then the ceiling seems to just go up and up and up and goes through the mountain itself, so you're getting this huge skylight that just brings sunlight into the throne room, but there seems to be some kind of magical barrier up there to keep anything from dropping in, because you'd expect to rain being in here, rocks falling in, birds shitting. Right, but it's all pristine in here. It's the main thoroughfare through the middle is like a blue, and it's mainly blue with gold kind of borders, and there's these huge pillars that go up the sides leading up to him. His throne is equally as tall. Well, not equally, but it is keeping to a trend of tallness. It's just this big dark rock stoned throne, but it's not very showy. It's just this really high back, coming to about 15-20 feet, really high back throne. Bruno himself, Bruno Battlehammer, is he's wearing this, and it is black. He's wearing this black plate. His shoulders, his pauldrons, seem to be like these lions that are quite high, so they come to the kind of they brim to the top of his head. He himself is a ginger. He's a ginger dwarf with thick hair that is kind of got a widow's peak, and it seems to be receding. He's got big ginger bushy eyebrows and a double kind of tied off. It's not braided, but it's tied off beard, and also his mustache is tied off and then pulled to the side. Just to the side of the Cade, you'd probably be interested in this. Probably be the first thing you see, actually. To the side of the throne is this what looks to be a warhammer. Its pommel is squared off, and it's been engraved all around it. It has kind of a Celtic pattern mixed with small triangles that have kind of been bordered around the item. The handle is a braided pale leather of some kind, but has gold bordered around that. And then it comes to kind of a jagged top until you get to the actual hammer main part of the hammer, which is inlaid with, well, the whole hammer is made of mithril, and it's inlaid with what seems to be gold or bronze. It's all one, like it's all made out of one metal, one material. It's not been kind of put together. It's all been made of one material, and it's just standing by itself next to the throne. He sees you, and he kind of raises a big bushy ginger eyebrow, and he's kind of has his business with this person and just waves him away, and then just waits for you to approach him. And the guard speaks out for you and just says, "My king, some adventurers here said they found a vein of mithril. And also they said they got rid of a problem." And he's just going to kind of step to one side and invite you to explain yourself. Bruno takes 2 steps towards you. You can see that he is battle hardened. He has quite pale skin, but you can see he's got kind of a deep brow. You're not sure whether by scars or just naturally. Yeah, but other than that, there's not really, in terms of physical characteristics, there's not much more to say about him because he's just clad in armor.
Good evening, Your Highness. We have come with good news. I would like to say, I like your throne. We also have a throne. They're good things to have. But we have good news. We have defeated the Dow that was preventing your mining of mithril. And we found a big mithril vein, as my friend has bought a piece here to show you that this is what we have done for you, Your Highness.
You kind of have a very strange opinion on what stealing is. I'm literally showing you what we have found, and everybody's calling me a thief.
The mithril in these caves are sacred to us, and have been for thousands of years. People come here from miles around, well, from other continents, to try to have any of what we create from our mithril. It is the best, the purest mithril. So we are very protective of it, which is why...
We understand that, don't we, guys?
Yeah.
No one's tried to take it.
No one's trying to take it.
We thank you for your help with the Dow. How did you deal with them?
They were banished back to their plane.
You make it sound so easy.
It was not easy. It was tough. We almost got very hurt along the way by lots of big rocks.
My friend Valerian here still has a graze.
I mean,
look.
See this crushed face.
A mighty war wound you have.
It hurts.
Some of us had the skills to deflect their attacks. Others, not so.
Yes, but let's talk about who actually fixed this.
Normally, if you wear
you got there before Eminari.
If you're a bit of armor, you don't need to worry about bumps and scratches.
Right.
I agree.
We're in agreement there.
He just knocks his dark iron plate.
Unfortunately, we don't have the means to purchase armor for everyone. We come from a modest background.
I like to be able to dance. This one can't dance with his metal.
I can dance if I want to. I can leave my friends behind.
this entire time he's been doing short walks backwards and forwards across, looking at all of you. He's seems like he's trying to figure you out, but he's slowly kind of getting closer towards you. But he says, welcome to Mithril Hall. I am the 10th king of this great settlement. Why is it you're here?
Well, we arrived here with the
deep gnomes.
Deep gnomes.
Yes.
After trying to defend their city, and
You helped the deep
From the
gnomes,
drow.
our allies. Very commendable. Thank you.
We helped them with the drow attack.
Ah, yes, the drow. Always a thorn in our side. And it seems more out of habit, maybe, or he seems to get angry for a moment. Not you guys, just like his beard bristles, and you can see he gets a little bit stiff for a moment, and that warhammer just flies towards his hand. And he grabs it, and you can see he's just tensing up. But then he just places it in a leather cord that's on his side.
But you must know
That's
we're also acquaintances of Drix Durden. We know him well. So, you know, we're not foe.
I know if you were a foe, you wouldn't make it this far.
well, foes have made it this far. Well,
No
made
foe
it
has
to the
made
room,
inside the
the
throne room.
barracks. Throne room, okay.
No foe could, or they would taste the bite of my Aegis Fang as he looks down.
We
at his
believe
weapon.
that. We
Is that
we
your
know you
warhammer?
dwarves are mighty warriors. We are impressed by the stories.
Blah blah blah.
Is it-
Yada yada yada. That's what it sounded like Evanari was saying. It's like, I assure you that we are great warriors, and
I believe so. No, I'm genuinely do
we
believe
protect the surface people from the great evils that come from the Underdark. If it wasn't for us, there'd be a lot more stories to tell, and not good ones.
Well, we're kind of on the same path ourselves right now, as Lolth is dwelling.
What can you tell me about Lolth?
She's gestating.
Yeah, she's gestating.
She's got about 5 days left.
6.
Yes.
No, you cut
6,
short. you
about 5, I said.
Yeah, it's not much more than.
I don't remember anything.
half a week.
So we should probably expect some kind of attack in the next 6 to 7 days then.
Well, we are currently on a path to try and intercept attacks from Lolth.
Okay, and how do you plan to do that?
We are gathering as much information as we can to understand her, to find a way to possibly banish her. We know we can't kill her, but we would like to banish her. Perhaps.
Right. You said you know Dritz.
We do.
The Dritz, not a Dritz.
The
Well, he
Jits.
is my adopted son, as well as his friends. They know a little bit. I also believe that Dritz has had a more personal relationship with Lolth.
Yeah.
We heard.
And
We
I would
have
like to
spoken.
speak to you in private about this, if you don't mind.
We do not mind.
So the guard at this point, they have relaxed, and they've just kind of flanked you. They were quite close quarters around you beforehand, but now they've just kind of flanked you, and they're kind of weapons eased and shoulders loosed. And Bruno just says, you, come with me. The rest of you, guard, do what you do. Then he says, follow me. And you go into one of the side rooms, which this one seems to be a library of sorts. that you go into. It's got 2 rooms stacked full of about 25 feet tall bookshelves. There are 3 huge tables in this room, and he sits at one of them, which has about 8 chairs at it that seem to have just been strewn about the room. Like, this seems to be a library that has no librarian to curate it. He says, sit.
I had a friend that would have appreciated this room.
Oh,
Her name was Jace. I mean, a fallen friend.
I'm sorry for your loss. I have lost many friends, many family in my life. It is hard every time.
Well, it's cliche, but I do believe she's in a better place.
Probably. You're probably right. Right, so, Lolth. Now, I don't know if you know, but Lolth and Dritz have had a relationship at some point. A romantic one. In fact, I have intercepted him during these times, and I have taken him aside. He is no longer interested in this god. It's strange for me to say, but I do care for Dritz. I love him as a son, and I would like it if she were removed from the equation, but I imagine she... Well, you could probably use that information to control her in some way.
Okay. Jixter's leverage, right?
Exactly. She is, even though she is chaotic, she is also predictable. If you bring Dritz or any kind of elven feud into the equation, she tends to become quite... And he kind of moves his fists around, like kind of kneading a ball, malleable. However, she is still a lesser deity. She's still a lesser god, so she is still powerful. In terms of what she's doing now, I'm not sure, but I would say
we have our gods with us,
as we do ours as well. You say she is gestating, she is growing. Would you not agree that maybe the best time to take her would be now?
Oh, definitely.
I hadn't considered that.
Nobody seems to know where she is.
We've all considered that, but it's the information we need. We don't want to go in there blindsided. We don't know what to expect. So we needed to afford ourselves the time to get the wisdom and perhaps a little more power to go in there with.
Right, of course. Is there any questions you want to ask me, or maybe any of these books? Is there any extra information you need to know? Just let me know and I'll see if I can do anything.
I'd love to know if she has any weaknesses.
Second.
Whether that'll be anything that's in a book.
Like physical weaknesses, you mean?
I made her myself.
Anything we can use.
Excuse me.
You get hit by a van as well, James?
No, my left shoulder is killing me for some reason. Well, I can tell you that just like most deities, actually anything of any power, she has many resistances. She has many immunities as well. It's no
you know which ones they are?
He's going to pick out a few books out from the library, and he's going to say, unsurprisingly, she is immune to being charmed. I thought you might see that. Also, she cannot be exhausted, being a god. She cannot be frightened, and she cannot be poisoned. Also, her senses are quite far-reaching. She has 120 feet of dark vision, so she can see almost as good as our Duergar brothers. And she has incredible passive perception. She can see a great deal, even while not seeing. And if all that fails, then she also has the dragon sight, true sight, which means that she can see you whether you are invisible, whether you are stealthed. She can see you. And not only that, but she can see you within about 120 feet. Now, when it comes to weaknesses, there are not many. I've probably named one of her biggest weaknesses, which is Dritz himself and her pride. I'm playing on that. She is known as a shape changer. She can change shape from a demon spider to an attractive woman.
I did wonder how the relationship worked.
Right. Though she does have somewhat of a sensitivity to sunlight.
Daylight, motherfucker!
Would that would that include like a radiant damage, like radiance?
No, it's sunlight itself.
Actual sunlight.
Yes, if you have any kind of spell that would emit sunlight. Because when it comes to damage, she is resistant to cold, fire, and lightning. And she is also
resistant to lightning, cold.
She's also completely, it just comes from her abyssal days, and she is completely immune to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. That is non-magical.
What? Oh, non-magical.
But she is also completely immune, as with her spider blood, she is completely immune to poison.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's one tough cookie.
She is. And she has quite a knowledge of languages as well. She knows almost every single one. So if you wanted to speak another language in front of her to try and hide your meanings, I wouldn't attempt it. Now, the problem is she is going to get stronger if this completes, or she may be in some kind of weakened form currently. Do you have any kind of leads into where she may be? Precisely.
My only guess would be that...
in somewhere, no?
Yeah.
Menzo. Okay, she is quite a large creature. So, are there any large structures that she could be inside?
Oh, Jesus. She's going to be in Quenthel Benray's roof.
Oh, my God. She is.
James had zero reaction to that, so I'm not sure.
Valerian makes a whole bunch of, like, expletives and just, yeah.
You know the Bane Rays.
You do, unfortunately.
We have a passing acquaintance with them, yes.
Right. The Bane Rays have a quality to them that Lolth, well, they got from their mother, from their god. The ability to charm others is something they are particularly good at. In fact,
I thought you were going to just say they were a bunch of arseholes. But yeah,
there's that too. But they can, not at will, but it's extremely hard to resist the ability to do their bidding. And when it comes to Lolth, the one who gave him that power, hers is quite that bit harder to resist.
Yes, we, I didn't realize it at the time, but she might have made me go and do things that we shouldn't have been doing at the time.
Right.
Show me on the doll where she touched you.
Now, she is still a deity, which means that if you kill her on this material plane, she will not die.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, she will return to the demon web from where she came, in the abyss.
Could we not just send her there in one swift blow, Valerin, Eminari?
I mean, we can send her there, but then she will come back eventually.
Yeah, she will return.
Now
she's gonna come back.
she will. It will take some time for her physical form to recover. It's not really known, as no one other than gods themselves have taken her down.
Carry on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
so it can take some time before she can manifest back. Very similar to the way the hells work. If you destroy something on this plane that is from the hells or the abyss, it will always return to its plane and reincorporate. Depending on the complexity of the creature, depends on time. So a lemur, for instance, in hell would take only a few days, whereas a Erinyes would take a few years.
Oh.
It's just completely.
Everyone's like
everyone's
lowering right
mind
now.
linked.
She also has the
Okay.
ability to teleport, so there's that small thing too.
Oh no.
Now,
Just throwing that out
but
there.
at the same
How
time,
far can she teleport?
it's a feature of hers. It's not a spell, but it's between 80 and 120 feet, from what Drix
That's
has
okay.
said. But she may have completely new powers, or may have lost powers while she is manifesting. So,
And more.
She also has a Range Rover.
King,
Bruno,
I have-
call me Bruno.
Bruno. I do have the ability to evoke sunlight, but to
Right.
do this, I would need to acquire a Sunburst Pendant. Do you know where I would be able to get one?
I will have a look in
And
my
it's-
books
Thank you.
called Google.
You're not wearing one round your neck right now, right?
What's it called?
And I'll
Sunburst
give to
Amulet.
you.
Sunburst Pendant.
Sunburst Pendant worth at least 100 gold pieces.
Oh, Sunburst is a gem,
Okay.
I think. Let me just check. I just remember it from Baldur's Gate. Yeah. Sunburst is like it's like an orangey red gem.
And does that need inserted into a pendant?
Yeah, basically you'd need one made. Does it get consumed with the spell?
I believe so. No,
It doesn't say it.
no, it doesn't say so.
If it doesn't say, then it does not get consumed.
Then no, then it would be a really handy thing for me to have in my bag of tricks.
Okay. Is that what you need to cast Daylight then?
That is what I need to cast Dawn.
Dawn.
The spell is called Dawn.
Oh, what's the spell do? Walk us through it.
What,
The light of dawn shines down upon a location you specify within range until this blah blah blah. This radius. The light is sunlight.
It's like the upside. It's like the opposite version of Moonbeam.
Moonbeam, yeah.
I see. What's it? Oh, Xanathars. That's why I've never heard of it before. We can maybe fashion you a pendant made from a Sunburst gem. If you need it.
I believe it would be a good thing for us to have if we are facing Lolth.
Definitely. She doesn't have any, unfortunately, she doesn't have any vulnerabilities in terms of damage. But
Nope.
Great.
yeah, if you are to fight her, I would use magical weapons, and I would use I would not use fire, cold, lightning, and poison, as I've previously said. But again, like there could be some extras in there that we don't know. I know that she is fond of a long sword. She has pincers. She has a stinger that she can use. That is extremely hard to avoid. Oh, what's that?
Amelia sitting in the fan.
Oh, gust of wind. Everybody just.
I'm literally just looking at that spell. Literally
Yeah,
just looking
You
at
clicked on it.
wind.
It's come up in.
It's come up.
Oh,
in
did I?
Roll 20. Yeah.
I do apologise. Sorry. Reps.
Yeah. So.
What about blindness? And could I blind her or deafen her?
It doesn't say anything in my text here that you couldn't. So she could be.
Interesting.
But she's pretty strong against.
She is very fast, and she understandably is very wise. So those two attributes she is particularly high in. And of course, as is the lady of the web, she is exceptionally good at lying, exceptionally good at telling what a lie is, exceptionally good at seeing, and exceptionally good at persuading.
Is she immune to necrotic damage?
No. She will take full damage from that.
No. Excellent. That's good because I can do necrotic damage.
What about thunder or acid?
Lightning and poison, innit?
Acid
thunder
and
and
thunder
acid.
are different.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Yeah, thunder
Okay.
is like the sound of something is causing damage, whereas lightning is literally you getting shocked.
Right.
So she's okay against force and necrotic, yes?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
And thunder?
Thunder is fine. It seems to go through.
Excellent.
Now,
What's
with
the
at
other one you
least
said,
it did.
Cade?
due to her many arms and legs, she has numerous. Oh,
Oh, Barrett.
he did just go like this, and then
Mm.
due to her numerous arms and legs, she has numerous attacks. So just expect
A lot.
a
Full
lot.
defense. Yeah. Hi, Uncle Roger.
Uncle
Sorry
Roger.
about that. I blinked out of existence for a moment there.
Yeah, we didn't even notice.
You got
You
back
did it.
within the minute.
Right.
Cool. This is all awesome information.
I have a lot of thunder spells. I have necrotic spells.
Give them everything.
I have a lot of necrotic. A lot.
But
Wow.
other than that,
one's
it's
questioning.
pretty much what you expect from a spider. Like she can cast a web. She has some spell casting ability. She can climb. She's fairly fast. For something that's so big. And she is she's a god, so she has she's quite hardy.
Yeah, we understand that.
But in terms of like, we need to navigate. We need to try and find out where she is, so we can kind of. I'm wondering if maybe we can incite. And it doesn't. I don't like saying this because unlike popular belief, people say we don't like war. In fact, we like to stay away from it. However, if we can incite some kind of battle, luring the denizens of Menzo out before her gestation,
Yes.
maybe
Absolutely.
we can. Well, you can go in and try and find out more.
I think that would be an excellent idea. We have a person here that is very much wanted by the Bane Ray family. I mean, if you want some good musical bait to draw out some Bane Ray, this guy.
I made myself look like somebody else.
The Prince of
What guy?
Eyes.
Prince of Allergies. Aye.
Well, I mean, that's quite fascinating. Right, yes. I mean, could you think of anything, any plans to maybe... We are trying to keep all men within the walls currently.
Well, our good friend here is able to contact this horrible Bane Ray woman with the book
Ooh.
I can message her now.
right now.
Well, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, bitch now.
Can you now? It's quite interesting. So you once were an ally, I imagine.
Well, this fool believed.
It's
I thought so.
it's
We followed him.
complex. They share the
She-
same god.
No, she purported to share the same god as me.
And you believe
He
the
got
Bane Ray?
played.
Well,
You said they were charming.
She did give us some gold.
They are.
yes.
She did. She promised
But
us more.
There's a
We
lot
have-
of gold.
Fought off her attempts to attack and maim us, and we are now wise to her. And we have made a kind of enemy of her, and we have something she wants, which is the music guy.
All right. So what plan did you have with the ability to contact her through the book? What kind of plan did you have?
I don't know. We could tell her that we are coming from the north and come from the south. I don't.
The Bane Rays are, they're not stupid. They are information based, like we are. They will look to see what the scouts say, and they will discover that we are staying inside our walls.
We could attempt to offer her some kind of deal in which she gets Valorin, but only if she comes herself to the walls.
That wouldn't be enough. Maybe Dritz needs to get in on this action.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, it pains me to say, but I agree. Actually, I mean, he is capable.
We do need actual Dritz as well, because
He would be a good lure. They know. I assume they would all know of their relationship.
Absolutely. We have two things here she wants then. She wants Strix and she wants Valorin.
I'd imagine
remind me why she wants me again.
that's what I was about to say. Maybe
She wants you dead.
that's the thing.
Does she think we're dead or anyway, or
That'd be even better if she thinks we're dead and then we
I don't
pop
know if
up.
she doesn't.
I'd assume that she doesn't because it was that floaty orb that was following us before.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Fine.
Whether that was hers or not, I don't know.
You can see.
Oh, the Shadow Blade that was recovered in the city from the attack. Bane Ray would know about that Shadow Blade some way or another.
Did we find out if acid damage was immune?
No, she's good. Like, she takes acid damage.
Acid.
She's not
Excellent, sorry.
resistant to it. She takes it. Yes, I
Well,
would.
maybe-
I would get Dritz in here.
I agree.
I'm going to get, and he just clicks his fingers and points at a guard to go get him. While you're talking, they're going to go fetch him.
I really admire the Warhammer there. Is that an enchantment that brings it to you at command, or?
It is. I made this myself. His name is Aegis Fang. It's got me out of quite a pickle. It looks cumbersome, but it's actually light in the hand. It's been imbued with adamantite, mithril, some gold, bronze. It's diamond coated, so it's can never be worn down.
But is it Mach 3?
Can it go Mach 3? Yeah, so it's he said I'm just curious. How tall are you, Cade?
7. I'm gonna say 7 foot. Where would I have written that?
It's in description.
2 meters. So about 7.
6'8".
2 meters, yeah. Okay.
Just under 7.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna play with you a little bit.
Ooh.
Boy!
Yeah, he's gonna he's just gonna place it on the table. It's also got something else attached to it. And then when he puts his arm fully extended out, you get the kind of the lay of how big this dwarf is. He is brawny. He is huge. Even though he's kind of encased in armor right now, he works out. But with just one arm, he places it on the table, and he says, "Try and lift it." So this thing is a warhammer, which are typically quite thin and pretty easy to handle, but this thing looks really, really cumbersome, and it comes to about 3.5 foot length. It's got really top heavy. The shaft is really thick, and it's again all made of one metal. It's not hollow, but he says, "Give it a try. I'm just curious about something."
Okay. I mean, okay.
Make an athletics check.
It's rolling so bad. Uncle Roger is not good to me today. It's a 15.
Oh no. Okay. I was expecting you to roll high actually, but
Mate, 9. Flat 9 it was.
Yeah, so yeah, he kind of peeks
With advantage. 9 again. There we go.
kind of peeks his fingers underneath his nose, and he just watches you. And you take the handle of this thing and you try and lift it. It's really fucking heavy. It looks way heavier, even though it looks cumbersome. It also looks it feels way heavier than it should be. Right, and he just clicks his teeth and he's like, "I thought so." And then
Wait. I'm gonna put my sword down, put my shield down. I'm gonna
His helmet clouded
just
his
in case
eyesight.
this drops a 20. Nope.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Good
Yeah.
try, good try.
You try it again, and you're like, you like almost pop a hernia, just like kind of lifting this thing up. Yeah, and then you see him. It's still, even though he's a big dwarf, it's still difficult and awkward for him. He almost slides it across the stone table that you're on, but he lifts it up and gets the other hand, flips it, and then pops it into the leather hoop on his belt. And he's like, "I don't know why, but anyone that's above," and I didn't deliberately craft it this way, but anyone above 6'5" can't really lift this thing.
Can I walk over?
Sylvia.
I'm 6'2".
But you also need some measure of strength to lift this.
I could probably lift you.
Oh, you can try.
I wouldn't like to.
with the hammer. Like,
I would
is-
never lay my hands on a king.
And you can easily figure this out, because your push, drag, or lift What's your max? I think it's like 240 pounds. And this guy weighs like 280, 300. Well, this dwarf.
Wow, he's a big guy.
He's a big dwarf. Big
dwarf.
dwarf. You can try though. You can attempt to. And you kind of look at him and you say that, and he's like, "Equal opportunity, okay." Takes it up, puts it on the table, and this kind of amuses him. He's kind of curious to see what happens. Okay, you're only gonna get one roll on this though.
Okay.
You can do it, and I cast guidance on her.
No, none of that.
No. I'm gonna... Okay, what am I rolling?
So athletics.
Okay. I rolled an 8. And that's with the +2.
No.
I embarrassed myself. It's all good.
And like when you try to move it, like you definitely cannot lift this thing. You would not be able to wield it, but you do move it. But Cade couldn't. It was like there was some kind of some kind of force that was keeping it there. But you do rock it a little bit. It's like, oh no, and he just kind of grabs it from you, takes it, sticks it in his belt.
I'd have lifted it, but it's been a really long day.
But he is gonna say, like I wouldn't take it personally. It's just, I think it's made maybe for people of my kind or people under a certain height. It's just the way I wield it, I guess. It's more like a great hammer than it is a warhammer.
I would agree.
It's a fine weapon.
It was an honor to try. Thank you.
Thank you. It's one of the rarer artifacts. You don't see many of them. So, when do we go? When do we start this all? And like when he says that, the door gently kind of opens and you see Dritz kind of look around the room and walk in. And he says, "Father, it's good to see you." And Bruno says, "Good to see you too, son. Sit."
I would definitely like to make preparations for a morning. So tomorrow morning might be a good time.
Morning then. Oh, wow, he's gone.
I have spells I need to prepare.
How much of a travel back to Menzelbrenzen is it?
Day.
Well, it depends where we go. We could go through the Mindflayer caverns.
One at a time.
Well, the thing is, you're in the Underdark now. Well, you're on the outskirts, but you're underneath. There's nowhere safe to go, really. Down every avenue, there's going to be danger. But you can either go back the way you came, and if you go back that way, there is a danger that you might bump into some patrols.
I rolled 18 on my roll, not what did I say, 15. Fuck's sake.
It's still.
I'll look at acrobatics instead of athletics.
It was a very, just to tell you guys now, it was a very hard DC, which is a 25 plus.
I wouldn't have made that no matter what I rolled.
I could have got that with a decent roll. I didn't need a massive roll.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so he's going to say, but the Mind Flayers right now, they're weak. They are desperate. They have been striking out at us. There's also our old and hated cousins, the Duergar, down there, one of our tunnels. That's another way to get through. All of the tunnels lead to Menzo at some point. So it's up to you where you want to go. Do you want to go through the Mind Flayers, the Duergar, or back the way you came?
I'll pick up my sword and shield before I forget.
Just left it.
Right. I'm easy.
I mean, the Mind Flayers are... That's where Alistraza is, yeah? Well, that's what Alistair was talking about.
He has spoken about them, but he's also spoken about Duergar. He's spoken about everyone, actually. You're not sure on his location, but he has more of a... Yeah, he did say to you that he's kind of got control over Duergar, in a way.
Okay.
He's got some kind of
Okay,
control.
you pick. Roll a dice.
How many options?
3. So roll d6 and 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6.
Pick your numbers, boys and girls.
1, 2, Mind Flayer. 3, 4, Duergar. 5, 6. Back the way we came.
3.
Duergar!
I mean, I've got to say, like, the Duergar are probably the safest route, but there are also many of them. They can turn invisible. They are vicious fighters. They have magical weapons. They are great craftsmen in themselves. I do know that their leader, Meven, her name is, she is quite mad. But all Duergar are. Yeah, he's going to call on Dritz. He's like, Dritz, what do you think? Where should they go? And Dritz goes, well, I think maybe the Duergar is the best place to go down. I do not recommend going back where you came. It's like going back to a crime scene. Mind Flayers maybe an option. Like, it's... I've always been interested in them. Learn to know more about them, but I don't. But I think that's more a bias by me. But the Duergar would be the best place to go, I think.
And away we go.
And yeah, Bruno agrees. And he says, right then, I don't know a better tracker than Dritz. He's the best there is. So if he says that's the best place to go, then it's the best place.
I agree.
So, next up, how are we going to incite a war? An early one.
Drix, do you have any ideas?
Valerian could send
I can send
what's her
Quentin a
name?
message.
A message saying
Something.
her mum is a slag.
Your mum is a hunk.
We heard Lolth got a big abdomen.
A little sniff from Dritz in the corner.
I used to love that abdomen. He says, well, I know what you're all thinking. She scares me. And not for the reasons you're thinking. She is powerful. I would rather not be near her. It could cause problems. She may use me as a weapon. She may... You do not want that. Maybe I could be seen in the tunnels at some point, and near Menzo, take a couple of patrols off, get away, see what happens. You guys could be watching from the shadows somewhere.
Maybe you could leave a few weapons or items from here, just a hint that the attack came from this direction.
We could make a clear message to them. That
We
my
could
name,
send them a message.
exactly. I could, from you, Father, I could, as Kate has said, I could take a couple of patrols down with the help of the Watchers, and then literally put a letter down saying,
Haha, I have a machine gun.
whatever it is that needs to be said. I'm not good with words. And he kind of looks at Valoran.
Valoran.
Neither am I.
Valoran has lots of words.
I'm normally good at relaying information. But I'm not good at making things up.
I am good at killing, and I am good at tracking. I am not good at letters.
I'm going to get my friends arrested.
Sylvia.
Yeah, I'm going to get my friends arrested. I can be good at words.
Well, one of you need to do it, so... Or maybe all of you can think about it and see what is going to be on the letter. Maybe we can put the different letters on different attacks at different locations.
Yeah.
Because you need to say something that she is going to be insulted by. Firstly, the drow are going to be insulted by it because they need to tell her. And it needs to be... harsh enough that they are going to interrupt her meditation, her gestation. And then when she notices it, it needs to be harsh enough that she will interrupt her gestation. Or I mean,
what if we tell her we're planning to murder you?
Who is the deity that she's eating the disciples off again?
Maliki.
Maliki. Is Maliki considered female?
Do you want to address that?
Yeah.
If you mention Maliki, he's going to bow his head in reverence. She is the lonely hunter.
Bowing his head at the mention of a name. I can't really follow up that with what I was going to say. It doesn't matter.
What were you going to say?
Malik is a better lay.
Oh.
I joke, I'm joking. Blaspheme.
I still think that we...
I think actually... So I couldn't be involved in the killings then. I couldn't be seen. But I do think that talk of my life being in danger or you taking my life would cause her to, or the drow to rile up, because not for the reasons you may think. It won't be because of their love for me. It would be because they want that.
Maybe you could do a fake letter to your mother, noting that you are being hunted by the mountain dwarfs, for conspiring against them in the name of Lolth.
It is well known it is well known in the Underdark and within Menzo that I am seen as family with the Mithril Hull dwarfs. So, it would need to be something quite drastic. Why would I betray my family?
Maybe you betrayed them because
they were planning to go and kill Lolth, and you still love her.
Oh,
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that, but I like it.
Yeah.
She got that booty.
Yeah, because maybe if you have betrayed them for the sake of Lolth, and Lolth wants to consume you herself, maybe this will be enough for her to come and try to get you, because she feels that you are giving something to her again.
Is this too much to say? I like it. But is this too much to say? That... and he kind of shivers all over, and he says, what if I vanquish one of you in combat? I just say I do. And then I bring you to Menzo with a note.
Okay.
Actually, I don't need to be a note because I will be the message.
You'll be there.
Would it be better to go with the biggest of the group or a female of the group? Sorry, Valoran. Or maybe the Prince of Eyes.
Prince of Eyes will be the best.
Yes, kill me. Let's go.
option. The best one to take as a bounty. Find
This
No.
is
assassination.
No, there isn't. I won't kill you. I will just defeat you.
Okay.
Oh, he's the easiest to defeat.
He can pretend.
Yeah, I can pretend to be dead quite easily.
Don't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's,
it's LOL's got true sight.
he's
I
just,
also...
he's just about to say something, but then Bruno just kind of looks over the table at you, Eminar, and says, "You're a cleric, are you not?
I'm a cleric.
You have some
am.
way to fake death, do you not?"
I do. I was about to bring that up, but with Valoran mentioning the true sight, would that not be... Let's have a look.
Well, initially
that has
this
true
is
sight.
exactly. Initially, this is to incite rage into the drow.
Okay.
So, if we can feign death, and if Dritz can somehow, if he can somehow defend or save Valoran's body somehow, keep it so they don't, because the Bane Rays are known to mutilate bodies. We need some kind of assurance from you, Dritz, that they wouldn't touch Valoran.
All I would need to prepare this would be, I need the morning to prepare the spell, and I need a pinch of graveyard dirt. Do you have a graveyard in the vicinity here that I could get that material?
Yeah, we do.
Right. So that's what I need. I would need the morning to prepare the spell, and I would need the graveyard dirt, and then we can do the feign death, no problem.
Just a second. When you make me feign death, can I come out of it myself?
Yeah.
Or if we slap him, will he wake up?
yeah,
It's just a 1 hour duration. You'll be out for an hour.
And I cannot wake up myself.
You touch a willing creature and put it into a
Oh,
colour.
this red mark. I just
Same thing.
scratched my neck and look at this red mark.
For the spell's duration, or until you use an action to touch the target and dismiss the spell, the target appears dead. You're blinded, incapacitated. You have 0 speed. You have resistance to all damage except psychic. If you become diseased or poisoned while under the spell, it will have no. So basically, either lasts
I'm
an
a
hour
stun. Yeah.
or until I touch you
It's
again.
Sleeping Beauty, basically.
Yeah, without the kiss.
So, but still, like Eminari would have to be close by.
Yeah.
I would need to be there.
Because he's only like
Well,
that
she could
for-
put me to sleep and then he can drag me in, but then after an hour I'd wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any other bards around here that could turn her into a mouse to hide in his pocket?
Yeah.
Or can you still cast in
No,
other
I
forms?
don't think so.
Can you not?
I don't think so.
You can't cast while you're polymorphed.
Maybe you can sneak in. You're not. I mean, you're a female.
I am
Take your
known.
slave.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
known?
I've got the drow slave, haven't I? I could
Just keep-
turn up
I also
with
Keep your hood up.
Eleanor.
And Dritz is gonna pipe up and say, "I also do have passive outer trace. Could help
Yeah.
if you do. Like you could stealth in, and then if it's a plan B would be, here's my slave. I'm just doing
Yeah.
my slave thing. We need to think of more permanent idea of like solid plans. Like so, I think we should get things down on paper so we can
Yes, absolutely.
discuss this. Were you planning to do this in the morning?
I need the morning to prepare spells.
Okay. It is very sudden, but I mean, the quicker we do this, the better. It's going to take us at least a day to get back to Menzo.
Well, we could leave immediately, and if it's going to take us a day, the morning will come, and I can prepare my spells en route.
It's like
We could just
it's
take a
up,
bit of
it's
time
up to
out.
you. It's whether you want to have a safe rest here or have a risky rest while we're on the way.
I think
Also, we haven't fully written down a plan yet.
Well, then perhaps we rest here. Give Valorin and Sylvia the chance to recover from the issues with the Dow.
17
Sylvia has nothing to recover.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we draw up a plan.
Yeah, and Bruno is going to say, and don't worry about us. We've never lost Mithril Hall and never will. It is well, as soon as they enter our mazes, let's just say they're going to have a fun time. Yeah, so I mean, this sounds like a solid plan. It just needs working out and
refining,
ironing out. Well, I guess this is war.
Oh.
And to the death of the Spider Queen herself. Oh, this is another notch to put under my belt and on Aegis Fang. And he looks pretty excited. Dritz looks very worried. You can see he's a very careful person. You know this anyway. Especially you, Cade. You would know he's a very careful character, so he would want this to be airtight.
We will make it airtight.
Yeah,
and I believe our friend Sylvia here might want to prepare some spells as well, so
we can do that. Like, yeah,
in the morning.
But yeah, with that, we will.
Don't mention.
Long rest.
Don't mention this to any of the other people outside of this room. This particular part of the plan.
Yeah.
Of course, we won't mention it.
We need to keep this airtight.
Of course. Yeah, we'll end the session there, end episode 54 there, with the Watchers planning to incite a war early, then kill a god.
Casual Friday, mate.
Or who? Good God, Joe.
Yeah. Awesome.
God, Joe.
Good boy.
Awesome game. So much.
That's later.
So much great RP in that one.
Yes.
I can tell you straight now. I can tell you straight away that you get 1,600 XP per.
That's not enough.
It's not going to be enough. If only we were level 12 for the fight.
Well, who knows? You still got a day to go
yeah.
there, so who knows what happens.
It's like 2,049 XP. That's all we need.
So how much was it again? 1,000.
Guess what?
600.
Guess what? If you killed the Dow and the Earth Elemental, if you killed Quarry and the Earth Elemental, you would have got.
We got rid of them. That counts.
I take
You did it
half
better.
off because it's a non-combat. So.
Not dead. Yeah.
But
Damn
yeah, you would have had 3,375.
So,
But you also would have had the you would have had the conscience of killing an innocent
Killed the
Dow.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, thanks for watching us today, guys. I've actually had a lot of fun today. It was nice to get into the characters and stuff. I hope you guys have had fun too.
Hell yeah!
We will be coming back next week, hopefully with Lauren, with Sylvia.
Hopefully.
Hopefully with Sylvia not having a fucking clue what's going on.
I want for the later part of this year, I want to start bringing special guests from other D&D games, friends of mine as well. So we'll be seeing various characters that we're popping in and out over the next few weeks as well. So thank you everybody for watching us. Don't forget to share. Also, don't forget to go onto this link and pledge to Natural 20 Dice Thrones. Okay, £20. That is it. £20 for a luxury little single dice throne, so you can throw your dice in it and lovely. They're gorgeous, guys. Also, you can get them in like some super pretty woods.
They're from a company, aren't they? What company is that?
It's Natural 20 Tables.
I've heard they make tables.
They
I've
also
heard
make
they make
tables.
great tables.
They make bespoke...
Wait, they've got a Kickstarter as well.
They have a Kickstarter. It's kickstarter.com/project/nat20/
Oh God.
dash
That-
slash
Dice hyphen
URL.
thrones hyphen
dash
luxury hyphen.
luxury
You
dash
cannot make a
boxes
URL.
dash
You have
support.
to use the one they give you.
Yeah, thank
Horrible.
you guys for watching today, and don't forget to share other watches as well. And we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Thanks to the-
Bye.